Quick announcement before this week's session. Doomsayers Podcast has gone social. You can now follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or contact us at doomsayerspodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions or suggestions. We're currently producing one session-length episode every week, available on Spotify, Podbean or Google Podcasts, with iTunes and YouTube shortly to follow. We're not professionals, but making a podcast of this type does involve time, dedication and cost. So if you like what you hear, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. I know you hear this from everyone, but it really does help a lot and it really does mean a lot. Thank you, and fear not the Doomsayers. The following podcast contains frequent graphic violence, adult themes including discrimination, and language which some listeners may find offensive. As ever, I will issue my blessings. Instead of the normal gods, Sigmar, Shalia, Ronald, that I've been blessing you with this week, we will be a bit more specific. We're in Bergenhafen, on the River Bergen, so may Bergenaar make sure that your rivers never break their banks and all your deals are profitable. This is the 5th episode of our playthrough of The Enemy Within. This is part 1, Enemy in Shadows, written by Graeme Davis and others who will be credited in the description. Our recap this week will be given by Tish as her character Stör Sumpfläufer. Go for it, Tish.
Hello. So we somehow made it to Bergenhafen in one piece, where we booked in for the night, got scrubbed up and fancy looking, ready to help Ebenezer out with his scheming, which obviously we had to do before we were allowed to have any fun. So we asked the nice warden for directions to the very suspicious office in the very suspicious part of town, where Ebenezer or Castellibring gave his papers in to the nice young man who disappeared right before our eyes, and somebody else shouted from outside that actually our friend had done quite a lot of crimes and we were all actually under arrest. But before we could really react, there were some other awful noises outside, but all I could really see was an empty street and a puddle of something. Anyway, it didn't seem like a very good place to stay and hang around in, and everyone was quite worried, so Nornghal beat the shit out of the door, and we all just kind of blew arsed out of there and met back up at the Schaffenfest, where I didn't win any games, but Nornghal actually managed to fight somebody at the right place and time for a change, and he did really well and won some gold coins. Anyway, afterwards, Seraphina went off to play and also win a game of midden ball, and this fighter guy, Crusher, said that he'd hurt his ankle and limped off to the beer tent, where Nornie bought him a drink and found out that it wasn't his ankle but his heart that was hurting. And this was when Ebenezer caught up with us and made a huge ass of the pair of us while I was trying to actually help him out with the ladies, which somehow didn't go horribly wrong. And Crusher found the confidence to go speak to his lady friend and arrange a very legitimate fight for tomorrow. Wink, wink. And after all that excitement, which Ebenezer tried to take the credit for despite not giving a shit in the first place, I decided I needed a bit of a break and went off to do some shopping with Seraphina, while Ebenezer and Nornghal went off to make a fragrant new friend, but not before a declaration from the Emperor was made saying that actually there aren't any mutants in the Empire, which, okay. And then once we were all done chatting and shopping and getting buddy-buddy with this herb lady, we wandered over to the creature place with a very shouty man, but we didn't really like the look of it, and I fell on my arse when this goblin with 3 legs escaped into the crowd, but not for very long because he was immediately brought back. And that's kind of where we got to.
Okay. So, bringing it back to Nornghal, who's hanging around with the dwarf, Guthrie.
Ah, yes. My new friend.
You've just purchased pies for the pair of you, and I asked you to make an endurance test last week. Could you please roll a d10 since you failed it?
Yes, I can. That is a 9.
Okay. You make a note of the number 9, given that it is at present around 5 bells in the evening. And you also roll another d10.
Okay. That is a 2.
Okay. Right. He is hanging on to you. He absolutely reeks. He's still covered in like rotten potatoes and even worse things that people have been hurling at him while he's locked in the stocks. Oh, you're my best friend. You'll be my best friend forever. Come on, let's get a drink. Come on. Oh, everyone, look, this is my new best friend. He's the best person you'll ever meet. Best dwarf, best man, best, I don't know, best everything.
Oh, you're too kind, sir. You're too kind. Let's get you freshened up, shall we?
I don't want to. And I just whisper in his ear.
The best thing for that, a nice, refreshing cup of ale.
No.
Down the crotch of his pants and starts scratching himself as if he's got fleas.
I don't think. Your beard. We need to do something about your beard, sir.
Oh, it'd be all right. He runs his fingers through it a few times, leaving his fingers more filthy and his beard marginally less.
No. I think we should let's just go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
How about over there, pointing to a beer tent?
Not quite what I had in mind, my friend. Not quite what I had in mind. Just maybe somewhere a little more comfortable. Maybe an inn somewhere with maybe even a bath.
Yeah,
even just
let's go to an inn.
Even just a dunk in the river. I don't.
Yeah, I guess linked arms with my new best pal.
As
Are you sure he's not your boyfriend?
The horrible, churned up, muddy streets of this fair, with people giving you a wide berth because of the stench of coming off him as he's scratching himself. He does appear to have fleas. He's got the remains of the pie plastered around his face, and he's telling all and sundry, "Oh, look, my new best friend's going to take me to the inn for a drink. It's brilliant."
No, not for a drink. Not yet. Maybe later. We'll have some drinks. But I'm sure we have just one or two, maybe, perhaps. Let's get you cleaned up first, shall we? Yes.
Okay, so you're walking towards the main town with him, looking for an inn.
Mm-hmm.
Stör and Seraphina, you are sitting, I believe, in a beer tent near to the Zootopia.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any ideas of what to do? You know the Zootopia show is going to be in about an hour.
That's a freak show, isn't it? That we're not overly...
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we don't know if you want to go and watch that or not. I don't know if there's anything else we could go and do. What's going on here?
There's loads of things to do. Like there's games to compete in that we've already been doing, and then there's stalls of every conceivable description. There is the livestock market, which is gradually getting more busy. There are a couple of ogres there that are looking at the cattle that are on display, walking around in circles, licking their lips, and gazing at each other as if to say, "Mine."
That's not for snacks.
There are people of every sort. People doing juggling shows. One guy is doing some fire breathing directly outside. There are fortune tellers. You can find any type of person you want.
Don't know really.
We're both really indecisive.
Yes, trouble. The nightmare couple. And Stephen keeps rattling things around.
I'm sorry. I
Don't.
put it down now.
Thank you. I don't think the freak show sounds very nice. I was raised to not laugh and point at people because I am, some may say, freakishly tall.
And they would be right.
Small.
And you're freakishly small. So yeah,
in Ebenezer's opinion, but you're very, very tall for a halfling. You're
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
4 feet tall.
You're both freakishly tall.
just two large individuals of their respective cultures.
Doesn't it suck being tall, Stör? Damn.
Wait, pardon?
Doesn't it suck being freakishly tall, Seraphina? Stör looks down.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
very
yeah.
relatable.
Is the grand joust is going to start taking place, because they normally would start that in the evening of the first day. Then it's going to be chaos all tomorrow, and then on the third day it'll just be a grand melee.
You said
So
the joust was tomorrow.
No,
'Cause
I
I
said
was
he invited you to his box tomorrow. They'll start it tonight.
Oh, I see.
Tomorrow's
Lots
the
of
main.
jousting.
Tomorrow's the main day. It's like a festival where the middle day is the most important one.
Okay. I mean, that seems more savoury. I'm not sure if I personally would have any reason to go to the livestock market, so I think the joust sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good. I think that's what I'm going to go and do as well.
Okay,
Right.
so you're heading across the Schaffenfest to the livestock market. As you do, you come across a black and purple tent,
Oh,
and
good.
inside there is an incredibly ancient-looking woman with straight black hair, staring out at you. You can see that she's blind. Her eyes are completely white. Come inside. I will read your fortune.
Well,
Only 2 silver shillings.
I think that's most of the money that we got paid, but how can we resist? I'm going in.
I'm not, because I've only got 3 shillings.
Hey, how about I pay for both of us? It's fun, and I sold that gun, so I've got a few extra coins, so I'll do us both.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. So I walk in there with my new best friend, and I pass her four shiny silver shillings.
Okay. She massages a ball of what is presumably supposed to be crystal, but looks more to you like glass, in the middle of the table. Says, "Whose fortune am I telling first? We have 2 people here. The mists are vague.
Me first, please."
Sit in front of me. Stare into my eyes."
All right, and I do so.
Yeah, it's quite unsettling. However, she places her right hand on your forehead and the left hand on the glass ball. I see 7 men, and I see 2. One of the men will destroy the 7 and many others. And then blinks and...
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Seraphina?
Okay, let's
Sit
go.
yourself down in this chair. It is a comfortable chair.
Okay, thank you very much.
She goes through the same routine. I see a dark place, a narrow place with water, and there is death. And she blinks and seems to sober up a bit. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think I want to go in any narrow, small, places now. Thank you, lady.
Yeah, thank you very much for the lovely fortunes, and just back away
She
nervously.
inclines her head politely and gives you an extremely disturbing grin.
I need a drink.
Yeah, I honestly thought it would be a lot more fun than that. But we both got really bad ones, so
What did she say to you about 7 men and 5 of them, and one was going to do something bad and kill everyone? I don't know. What make of that?
Yeah, they were going to destroy each other, I believe she said. So yeah, that's how about that drink? I don't think I want to think about that anymore.
What, so you're turning back around, straight back to the beer tent that you just came from?
And then is there nothing like on the way to the joust or at the joust?
No, there's beer tents all over the place.
Well, then we're just from tent to tent making our way.
You're on a tent crawl.
Tent crawl, yeah.
Okay, you get to a beer tent. It's easy enough to get a drink. People are not paying too much attention to the fact that there are a few off-duty mercenaries having a fist fight with a load of local farmers.
7 of them.
Are you counting them?
Yeah, I am now.
No, there's like one side seems to be about 5 and the other one is about 6. But on the one that's got 5, there's one guy that is particularly large and has a bar stool in each hand and is just laying about him.
Absolute king. Yeah, it doesn't sound like our fortune.
I said with the beer tents, it is just a case of the beer is 2 pennies. They have 1 beer, and that's what you have. If you don't like it, go to another beer tent.
I mean, I'll take a beer. I'm feeling
okay.
Wealthy, spending.
Yeah, both of you have now been drinking since about 2:00 in the afternoon. To require you both to consume alcohols.
Whee!
Yeah, okay.
I'll just get me. Oh, two failures.
It doesn't matter how badly. This is just going to be an average one, so. So at plus 20. So does that make either of you succeed?
Wait, what?
I've
20.
No.
No, it's just going to be an
I
average.
would. I think adding 20, then I'd still be 2 over, but that's not a lot.
So both of you are starting to get a bit tipsy now, so you're at minus 10 to coordination and thinking.
Okay.
Over to Ebenezer, who is gathering up gossip in another inn. The mercenary that you were gambling with politely excuses himself and leaves, presumably to find some sort of bodyguard work or something like that he could get at a fair. Yeah, what are you doing?
Anybody playing dice or cards?
You've already.
I've already tried that. Yeah.
There are still the locals have kicked the shit out of the aforementioned elf, who's been carted away to the Temple of Shalia, while the locals have all been arrested. They're probably also going to find themselves in the stocks that Godfrey was in.
My Amble Elfwood.
Okay, so you're going to follow.
There might be some money to be made here.
You're going to follow the watch, the watchman that's bearing this unconscious elf into the town.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you get to the Guttenplatz. It's a pretty nice town square for the standards of a town the size of Bergenhafen. As I said on the first time you arrived, the Temple of Sigmar and the Temple of Bergenauer are both huge here. Temple of Shalia is probably close third, because Shalia is the most popular god amongst just about everyone. They drag the elf in, and just. Are you following behind this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As they go in, they basically throw the elf down onto the floor in front of a couple of priestesses of Shalia who are decked out from head to toe in their normal white.
Mm-hmm.
One particularly old-looking one has a bandage around her eyes.
Mm-hmm. Have I gotten a look at this elf? How are they dressed?
It's a high elf. It's like nice clothes, like
mm-hmm.
similar to human fashion,
mm-hmm.
But much better made and with almost perfect symmetry.
Probably got some money rattling around.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I don't think Ebenezer's met many elves,
now covered in blood, filth, and from being beaten into the ground.
I imagine Ebenezer's not met many elves, even if he's from Outdorf. Well, probably especially if he's from Outdorf, and you just see someone with fancy clothes.
He would have come across a fair few, but probably not to speak to.
Mm-hmm.
But they dump him or her, you can't really tell, especially with the face all mangled like this, onto the floor. The priestesses pick up the elf without a word and silently move them to the inner recesses of the temple. You have the bleeding heart above the door. You have the golden dove. You know that it's not appropriate to enter the inner sanctum of the Temple of Shalia unless you're prepared to make a donation or you are in dire need.
Excuse me, sisters.
They turn to face you without speaking.
My friend there, will they be all right?
We can only hope.
Might I pay a small offering just to see them through this trying time?
Temple of Shalia is always open to donations, sir. We need it to carry on the good work, but we will not give any better or worse care to any individual patient or sufferer.
Oh, I did not mean to imply such. I just meant I do not wish to leave. Well, I know you minister good care to them, but I don't really want to leave. I want them to have a friendly face when they wake up.
And they will. We have the visage of Shalia painted upon the ceiling.
I nod and take out 2 silver.
You don't hand it directly over to them.
Oh no, I put it into the donation box, I imagine.
Yeah, so it's a bowl. It's just like even the lowest of the low wouldn't come in and steal from the Temple of Shalia, because chances are, as the lowest of the low, they're going to need to go there at some point.
Also, stealing from the gods is bad luck, I'd imagine. Steal from the
they nod and they take the elf back into the sanctum.
I motion to follow.
Yeah, you can go in. If you are accompanying this person, and you look up and down, and there are rows and rows of beds. Not all of them are inhabited, but there are people that have been beaten up, people that are seriously unwell, that like moaning and groaning. The priestess is moving with almost unnatural silence up and down, just placing their hands on people's brows, and you see this. You don't know if you see or imagine a sort of golden glow as they do so. But the people that they do this to stop moaning and groaning for a few seconds. And there is a huge statue of Shalia against one wall, at least 12 feet tall. Is the white-robed maiden with a heart on the chest that's been split in two and tears just pouring out of her eyes. Dove on the shoulder.
Ebenezer probably just says a muffled, all-purpose prayer under his breath as he goes through.
Yep. You're going over to this elf's bed.
Yep, just sit beside it.
Yeah. She has been now at this point beaten unconscious. And the Shalians are rushing over with bandages and poultices and herbs and hot water, and just starting to wipe them down.
Does the elf have a bag or anything? Or is it just the person?
Not at this point, no. It's been beaten to a pulp. Okay, over to Nornghal. So you're going back to the inn.
Yes. Yeah, because we've already got rooms somewhere, haven't we? With that really nice and not at all suspicious looking fellow.
Yep.
So yeah, sort of again like arm in arm. I think somewhat propping him up.
Okay. All along the way, he is just burping and farting and hugging you and just stinking like shit, and just at every tavern that he passes, just begging for a drink.
No, we're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
My friends, my friends and I, we have some rooms just down the road. Don't you? It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Get you sorted out, lad.
Eventually, you make it to the Cross Pikes, which is just as it was before, relatively empty because most people are at the Schaffenfest. You see the guy behind the bar that you saw earlier, the dark-haired, sort of scrawny one, cleaning his fingernails with his habitual knife. He is deep in discussion with two men, one of whom is large and dark-haired with a goatee. The other one is small and compact with sandy hair and a large moustache. But when he sees you come in, he turns to you, gives a big Ronaldan grin. However, Gottry sprints to the bar, leaps onto a bar stool. An ale, please.
No, not yet. No, thank you. He's all right. He's just a bit confused.
What's going on here?
Guthrie. Hello. Yes. Hello again. I've brought a friend in. I hope that's all right. He just needs to make use of my room for just a short while. I just need to help him get tidied up. I toss you an extra shilling if that's all right.
What is that? That's for a hot bath, I hope.
Oh yes, indeed.
What? Turns around and falls over sideways on the floor. Then gets up and seems to have forgotten everything that's just happened.
Godfrey, my friend. What?
Yeah.
Yes, up you get, sir. Yes, well done. Just we're going to get you tidied up. All right.
All right. Then we have a drink, yeah.
And then we'll have a drink. Of course, we will. My good friend. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds all right then.
Let's get you cleaned up, shall we?
Okay, and the guy behind the bar with an absolutely disgusted look on his face just jerks his head. A couple of servants who begin pouring buckets of water into a large copper on the stove.
Lovely, and I'll just toss him a shilling.
Thank you, sir. You're too kind.
He catches it with amazing dexterity. In fact, he catches it between the first two fingers of his left hand, and then flips it through his fingers before pocketing it.
Of course, he does.
He nods and winks.
Marvelous.
Okay, so you're upstairs scrubbing this dwarf down, are you, or are you just going to leave him to?
I mean,
please go into great detail.
I don't think he's in any fit state to be left alone in the tub.
Sensual beard scrubbing.
You don't
get between his toes, lad.
That's the one thing you don't do, isn't it? Is like leave especially a very, very stinking drunk person alone in the bath.
No.
He was going to drown.
Yeah.
So
no, not like that.
No. So yeah, I'm at least going to keep an eye on him, and I don't know, maybe just scrub his back if I really have to.
He'd be quite happy to wash himself, though he doesn't do a very good job about it.
Yeah.
He's more concerned about getting out of the bath as quickly as he can so he can go for a drink.
Yeah, no, I might have to occasionally just like place a firm hand on his shoulder, like, no, yes, and behind the ears, yes.
Okay, so Nornghal is washing a dwarf. We'll return to Stör and Seraphina.
Perfect.
You are
Sorry.
starting to get a bit drunk on the way to the joust.
Yeah.
What are you saying, doing, thinking?
I need to make a bit of money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you reckon you're going to do that?
I know, I could make... Will I be able to, like, gamble on this joust?
Ooh.
You could, but it wouldn't be the done thing. Jousting is for the middle and upper classes.
It's for
Okay.
people that have money.
If you went to the commoners' stands, there'd be people that probably would put money on it, but it'd have to be discreet because it would be considered extremely gauche to bet on jousting.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I kind of still want to do it though, because I have to find someone. I mean, you have to like get a group of people to go to the joust and do some gambling.
Have you got any party jousting drugs you can sell? Haven't packed them.
I ain't got no party jousting drugs or nothing like that. I could do with getting some though. Can I find some
Some
like...
sort of performance enhancing drug? There are things that will make you able to, turn off your automatic switch that will stop you breaking your bones with your muscles. You know that there is what's it called? I can't remember in the Warhammer universe, but there is a herb available that's a very mild nerve toxin, and that would have that effect, but it also have the effect of making people extremely clumsy. You've also got Reynald's Delight, which is an extremely powerful stimulant, which would make people's reaction time about 3 times as quick. But for that, you would need chemicals rather than herbs.
Okay. Can I give them to horses?
Dope the horses.
Ebenezer, I've invented ketamine.
I've got animal care. Animal care?
Okay.
I've got animal care, I have.
Between the two of you, you could possibly sort this out because if you were to give something to an animal, you wouldn't know if it was poisonous to that animal.
Okay.
There is a chance that Stör might. So you're intending to get into a horse doping racket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I mean, if the horse looks bad afterwards, we just bet against the other one, don't we? Yeah. So win.
I'm horrified.
Such a scumbag.
Okay, so you make
I'm
your way
tipsy
towards this.
and
Yeah,
easily.
You're making your way towards this.
I'm
joust,
desperate for money.
Conversing in whispers about this plot to dope horses. So
I don't think we're going to hurt the horses. And I'm very easily led, and Seraphina has been nothing but nice to me, so I think this is in character.
All right, so make up a plan then, and we will see how it goes.
We need some of that stimulant stuff, don't we? And then, I don't know if we want to, like, drug up the other ones to make them a bit dopey so they don't know what they're doing. How are we going to manage to get into the horses, though?
Yeah, how about that? Are they... presumably they're, like, fenced off somewhere.
I suppose I'm little and getting little places. I don't think that would be a problem. I probably could manage it. But I have to sneak around and Or just pretend like I am actually meant to be there and I'm just going to my stable and trying to find...
Yeah,
I don't know.
We've still got those fancy clothes on. People might buy it.
I reckon that's what we do, just bluff it. Like we're meant to be there. You look suspicious, gonna think you're doing something off, but I reckon that's what we do.
Yeah, sounds good. Have you got the stuff, or do you need to go and commune with nature?
Gonna have to get some stuff for it, yeah. I haven't got the right things. So that's what we're gonna have to do.
Okay, so you're going to go and try and find some chemicals to make Reynald's Delight, and minister it to a horse to make it run faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having this? Are you concocting this plan as you continue through the beer tents on the way to the on the way to the joust? So I imagine you're becoming like increasingly pissed as you're coming up with this boneheaded plot.
Well, it's something to do.
Yeah, we've got some time to kill before we start, isn't it? So
I guess on the way there we'd be like listening out to hear. I guess there's stables and names of these horses and the jousters involved and stuff like that. Will we know who they were?
Yeah, well, it's the House of Middenheim, who you know who some of them are.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Once Upon a Time family.
Very good.
Do we know about Callum's involvement with the noble and the jousting the following day? Or are we alien to that?
I don't think you cared to tell them, did you, Ebenezer?
No, I did mention it.
You mentioned a noble and that you were going to go.
Georg von Ostbrunn was going to invite you to sit in his box tomorrow.
Okay. So, is he sort of like particular to one of these families in this joust, or not really? It's not involved in that way.
How are you going to establish this? You don't have law heraldry, do you, or law genealogy?
No, I don't think
No.
so. Nope.
Definitely not for this area, I'd imagine.
Would I just ask, I suppose, as a halfling, getting the gossip from people?
It depends who you're going to ask.
Everyone in the pub.
As you're approaching in the pub. Right, it's absolutely conceivable that someone could know because everyone's rubbing shoulders in these beer tents, from nobles through merchants down to beggars.
Yeah.
So make yourself a gossip, and I'm going to oppose it with cool of the crowd.
29. The gossip is 43.
Well, as a halfling, that's a success. Definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, I failed the course. So you come across some like grizzled old Middenheimer. You can tell he's a Middenheimer because of his accent.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the von Ostbrunns.
What was that story, sir?
You don't know the von Ostbrunns. Von Ostbrun's been paying tribute to the first baroncy of Middenheim for hundreds of years. The von Ostbrunns, they're going to be fielding Primus von Ostbrunn. He's supposed to be their best jouster, and he's going to be jousting underneath Heinrich himself. You know Baron Heinrich?
You didn't kill him, right? You've heard of him.
Well, you would have done. Huge man he is, a giant.
Wow.
Another one, braided beard, wears armor all the time, 6'11" or something like that. Yeah, this rings a bell because you're from Middenheim.
Yeah.
Baron Heinrich is the first son of Graf Boris Todbringer, who's the Duke of Middenheim.
Okay.
Fucking old Toddy.
Yep. Toddy himself. Okay, back to Ebenezer for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
In the Shellian Temple.
I imagine while he's being administered, during the boring moments, I'm just having a look at the illuminations of the cards that I bought recently. Like, that's a nice one. That's nice. Yeah. And
I thought you didn't get illuminated cards because they'd be too expensive. I thought you got printed ones.
yeah, fair enough. That was it. Yep. I thought they were just like not that good illuminated, but yeah, I imagine I'm just like shuffling them, trying to like
I thought
keep the
the
skills
standard
strong.
cards was just like slips of parchment that have been like scribbled on.
Yeah, and these are slightly
ones,
better than that.
The good ones were printed, and then the best quality ones, like Philippe had, were illuminated.
Yeah, these are good quality then. Yeah, just shuffling, practicing, keeping my gambling edge sharp.
Okay, what are you practicing? Are you practicing gambling or are you practicing cheating people?
I imagine, because I'm out in the open, gambling. I'm literally just shuffling, having a go, trying to like think.
Let's get your last career didn't have sleight of hand, and I believe this one does, so it makes a difference. But anyway, they patch up the elf. He's missing a tooth. You can tell that it's a male elf now, just about. They wipe the blood from his face and get him stable. He's still unconscious. But he is just being completely beaten black and blue.
Yeah, he's got no purse, he's got no bags. Got me it. I thought maybe I could, ingratiate myself. I mean, if he's an elf and he's in poshish looking clothes, he might be worth something. So yeah, I'm just sort of waiting for him. Just trying to compose. Ebenezer's probably composing his own mind like a cover story.
Okay, so you're waiting for him to wake up. Okay, I just rolled the elf's endurance to see how long it'll be before he wakes up.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yes. Okay, back to Nornghal. You managed to get Gottry into a semblance of hygiene.
Great. So long as he doesn't stink that much anymore.
No, his beard and hair are still very matted.
Mm.
Yeah, he's not too smelly anymore, and he just continued to scratch himself. And while he was in the bath, you did observe that he's got scabies and lice.
Oh dear.
Well, you're looking much better already. You're like a new man, a new dwarf. You're itching a lot there, aren't you, my friend?
So I'm used to it. Should we get a drink?
I'll get you something better than a drink.
Nothing better than a drink.
Oh well, you'll see. You come back to the fair with me. You come and see one of my little friends. She works wonders with plants and all sorts. She can sort that right out. And the less time you spend itching and scratching, well, the more time your hands are free to have a drink.
Yeah, that sounds good. Right. And he gets out of the bath, puts on the bare minimum of clothes, walks towards the stairs going down, falls down the stairs.
Oh dear.
You observe him bounce at the bottom, stand immediately back up, and then just go marching for the door. without appearing to realise that you're not with him.
Oh fucking hell! I guess I'll go after him, and I'm going to take my cloak off, and just
Right, he's not naked. He's.
I know, but I mean, if he's wearing the bare minimum,
yeah, people will presume he's a troll slayer.
Yeah, I'm going to take off my cloak and chuck it over his shoulders. Yeah. And quickly try and catch up with him, and make sure that we're going in the right direction.
As he scratches at his lice and fleas.
Yes. You know what? You might even keep it. Just let's get you sorted out, shall we? Yes.
You were a good friend. Let's go for a drink.
All in good time, Gottry. All in good time. Let's get you to my my wonderful little lady friend with the with the special plants. She'll sort you right out, my boy.
Okay, so you're walking through the Schaffenfest looking for Seraphina.
Yes.
Okay, they're not looking for you. So can you make a perception?
Oh boy, here we go. Perception. Okay. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, that's 61 with a skill of 33.
Okay. As I said, outside of combat, it is typically average. It wouldn't make any difference in this one.
But it's normally a plus 20, right?
You can get plus 20, yeah, as long as it's outside of combat.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, so you're walking around the Schaffenfest when a...
Wait.
Sorry?
Sorry. What time is it?
At this point, I would say that's only taken about half an hour. Because all these things that have been going on between these different characters have all been happening at the same time.
Right.
So you got him back there, having a quick bath, and then he just wanted to sprint off.
Essentially, what I was fishing for was whether it was in low light conditions, but I think even then...
no, actually, the light is beginning to dim. Today is Mitterfrüh, and you know this because on that handbill that was handed out to the first day of Schaffenfest was Mitterfrüh, which is the spring equinox. So it will be starting to get towards twilight. Okay.
Because I do have night vision, which gives me plus 10 perception in low light.
Yeah, but so does he, because he's dwarf.
Yeah, I know. I'm not looking for him. I'm looking for them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't consider this as low light because it's not dark enough yet to impose any penalties to a human character.
That's fine. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. Okay, so you hear, "Stop him! Stop him!"
Okay. Let's have a look around. Where's this coming from?
And you see this huge, 25-stone ram barreling towards you from the direction of the livestock market.
Meet him head first.
Nornghal, use your head.
There are some people that are running in trying to grab the ram by the wool, but it's screaming in rage and sort of slavering. Other people are just running away, particularly the smaller individuals and all the halflings that are there.
That does sound bad.
And yeah, you're not sheltered. It's like rams. They're extremely strong, these animals.
Yeah. No, I'm not very quick, am I?
You've got a movement of 3. The ram is faster than you are. It's not directly attacking you. It's just running in your direction.
Well, I'm wondering if I have enough time to pull out my crowbar and.
Yeah, you have enough time to do that.
All right, wicked. Yeah, I'm gonna whip out my crowbar and just see if I can clonk it on the head as it's barreling forwards.
Okay. Right, it's charging, so it's at +1 advantage. It's going to resist this with a melee basic using its horns to try and defend itself.
Okay.
So just roll a melee basic.
Melee basic. Oh, fuck.
What'd you get?
97.
Good shot.
Do you want to come and have a look at this, Says, just to clarify this, because the sheep also got 97.
Ooh.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Neither of you hit each other. As you swing the crowbar and it's got its head down to try and gore you with its horns, it swings off to the other way and you completely miss in the process. However, Gottry, seeing this, jumps in front of you. Like, my best friend is not happening. As he's doing this, he grabs hold of the fleece of the ram and is dragged along behind it for quite a considerable distance through the mud.
Sorry. Just a moment.
Are you going away?
Sorry, I wasn't muted. That might
Carry on.
Following him, he gets up and starts swinging his fists in every direction, punching a town guard in the stomach. And it's at this point where you see the unmistakable lanky figure of Stör progressing towards the jousting lists behind the watchman, who doubles up.
Stör! Stör!
Huh?
Stör!
Who's that?
Over here!
Oh, Naughty! Am I still with
Right,
Seraphina?
you're under arrest as the watchman grabbing Godfrey.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to try and reason with him.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. Hello, yes?
What?
I'm terribly sorry. It's not his fault. We were just trying to help.
Yeah, well, he did exactly the same thing to me earlier.
Is this true? Godfrey?
I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, like, someone was trying to beat me up, so, I had to give him a little bit of a slap in the guts, you know what I mean?
I do like a brawl as good as the next man, but it's not the time nor the place.
I'll tell you what, can we all settle this all over a friendly drink?
Officer?
No. You've had enough. The first time I arrested you today, it was for public intoxication. Second time, vagrancy. Third time, public intoxication and vagrancy. Fourth time was for punching me in the stomach like what you just done.
I'm just trying to get him to my friend. She's an apocalypse. She's going to fix him up. I promise you, he'll be no more trouble at all.
There ain't going to be no more trouble now. And he grabs him by the wrist and just pulls him backwards so that he is just constantly tumbling and can't regain his feet as he's dragging him back towards the festival court and the stocks again.
And I can see this all, yes?
Yeah, you can see it. Seraphina by now has probably caught up.
I'm going to be like jogging after, like waving my arms at Stör and Seraphina if I can see her, and like jogging after Godfrey.
Just because I'm a dwarf, you treat me like this.
I imagine this is causing quite a scene as well, right?
Do we still have the manacles from?
Well, I think you took them, yeah. It's causing quite a scene, especially since the ram is still rampaging around around butting people at random.
Warden, and I wave my arms. Oh, guard, sorry.
What? As B doesn't stop dragging Godfrey towards the stocks.
This is our friend, I think. Would you let him go if I keep him under control for you? And I reach into my sling bag and pull out the manacles.
No, he's going to go to court. If you want to get him out of the stocks, you can pay his fine. Don't know what it's going to be this time. You have to ask Judge Richter.
I hate Judge Richter.
I feel like you guys are now hitting the sunken cost fallacy on drunken arseholes.
How dare you, my blood brother?
I'm gonna grab him.
Let's just say that you didn't actually swear blood brother.
That's a point. I made a point of not doing that, didn't I?
Godfrey.
I'm gonna grab Godfrey's bottom half, and just be like, "Come on now, hang on a minute."
Grabbing him by the legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab his legs. Just
Rip
try and
him
slow
in
him down.
No.
What? So you are going to resist arrest on his behalf?
Fucking hell.
I'm just trying to slow him down.
Okay,
Can't
so
believe Stor's leaving our event.
he's very scrawny and scraggly for a dwarf. So between you and the watchman, you quite handily lift him up and start tugging him in either direction. Just because I'm a dwarf.
Human tug of war. Can I bet on it?
Bet on it.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
What are you doing, Nornghal, witnessing this?
Yes.
It looks like Seraphina is just watching the entire debacle and laughing as a sheep runs around butting everyone. And these two are having a tug of war with a drunken dwarf.
I guess I'll...
What?
I mean, Stör has taken this in an interesting direction that even I did not expect. But I'm gonna help my new friend. I'm gonna do it.
You called for my help.
True. If you've got the manacles and you've got him by the legs, I'm gonna slap the manacles on his legs. I said,
See, we've got him all under control. There's nothing to worry. Like, just go. Do we have another pair for his arms?
I don't
You've
remember.
got
We've
three
got
pairs.
3 pairs.
like while Stör is like yanking on him, I'm just like reaching into your bag to pull out the other pair and
then manacle the 2 pairs together.
And then I'm trying to, and I'm also trying to pull him away from the guard.
Not happening. He's committed a crime right in front of me. I need to take him to court. But thank you for manacling him. That makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
No, those are my manacles.
It won't be necessary, I assure you. Seraphina, please.
Seraphina is laughing as the goat runs around, just cutting people at the arse.
I mean, it wasn't him. It was the ram. I'm unclear on what actually happened. I just know that he's being in trouble for it yet again.
Okay, I will allow each of you to make a charm test.
Charm.
It's going to be.
God, I don't have.
It's going to be at difficult, which is -10, including Seraphina.
-10.
Effective skill of 7.
Wait, am
Let's
I still?
fucking go,
does
lads.
my being tipsy affect that as well?
No, it won't affect fellowship. No.
Okay, so just at -10 then. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Seraphina, back us up. And what do you say, Seraphina, with your 0-1?
Wait, I forgot.
All right, he's got to get cleaned up. He's just going to give everyone in this festival diseases and shit. We just look.
Okay, at which point the watchman looks at him, seeing the scabies between his fingers, just backs away and says, yeah, that's probably best. That's probably for the best. Right.
So he just dropped him on his head.
Yep.
Yeah,
he drops him clonk onto his head, and Gottfried's just just because I'm a dwarf. The watchman says, "Yeah, that's probably for the best. Get him cleaned up. Get all these fucking parasites off him, and I don't want to see him around here again. Do you understand?"
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, not a problem. You won't be any trouble.
As soon as he's cleaned up, I want him out of town.
Right.
Of course, yes. Yeah, no, not yes.
On the first barge out of here, sir.
Right, get out of my sight,
And
all
I
of you.
salute him with the wrong hand and scoop up Godfrey.
Okay.
Are you going to carry him?
I mean, his hands and feet are chained.
Yeah, he's got handles.
Could wear him like a backpack.
He's going nowhere. He's struggling against the manacles. Ebenezer, are you continuing to wait by the side of this elf until he awakens?
I imagine after a while, I look around. Are there any sisters of Shalia watching?
They're moving around. They're always understaffed and overworked at the hospice of Shalia.
Well, I'm absolutely sure none of them have got eye looking at me. I'll kick his boot a little bit.
Yeah, he's alive. He's not. He's just unconscious.
No, but yeah, I'm just trying to,
had the
like,
living
you know.
shit kicked out of him for about half an hour.
I know. Like I said, I'm just kicking his boot to try and rouse him.
Ed, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Okay, you get and sort of shifts a bit.
Ah, are you all right there?
Yes. No, I do not believe that I am well. However, I am inclined to imagine that this is not the correct response when someone asks, "Are you all right?" in Reichspiel. My belief is that the correct response is, "Yeah, you're right."
Well, I'm glad. After I saw some of those vicious brutes setting on you, I called for the guards to break it up and got you sent to the temple forthwith.
Indeed. However, I observe that during my systematic beating, you were present and did not do anything about it until I was actually rendered unconscious.
My friend, have you seen my countenance unless you wanted both of us to be laid out on a bed and bedraggled? In fact, we may not even be lying on beds. We may be just left on the street. I thought it'd be prudent to see to your rescue in a way that I thought would be, well, more likely to leave the both of us alive and considerably well.
Yes, I feel very well. I suppose you must.
If you find my care to be lacking.
I find your care. Well, I am not, all honesty, used to this ruthless pragmatism, mein Herr. Nevertheless, I am new to these lands, and your ways are odd to me, as I suppose that those of my people are to you.
Indeed. My name is Ebenezer Libra. And you are?
Ralana Lafaral.
Rilan Alathara.
That will suffice.
Well, I do not wish to insult if you would like to school me on the pronunciation.
Ralalane. And this could continue for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because the human throats can't properly pronounce Elven syllables.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tonal language as well.
I give it
I don't know how
best
long
2 or 3 goes.
Yeah. Honestly, mein Herr, whatever you wish to call me.
Well, Rilan, what brings you down to the Schattenfest away from the lands of the Eye Elves?
Folly.
Folly?
Yes. I actually work in Middenheim. It's a dreary, miserable place. I thought that Elfdorf was bad. Middenheim, however, I do have the position of Master of the Hunt, and it does mean that I'm able to entertain my folk with some small comforts. However, I was advised to come down here to get an experience of local culture. I've been long led to understand that the humans of the Empire have many different and varied and vibrant cultures. However, they do seem to focus around the persecution of my folk to a considerable amount. I intend to go immediately back to Middenheim as soon as I have the opportunity.
Unfortunately, who can say what goes on beneath the beastly brows of the common folk? A man may be noble in his own right, but set him amongst his kin and you'll find no greater beast in any wild or fair.
Okay, can you make an entertain poetry for that?
Do have entertain. Pass, 22, 1 degree of success.
Yes, I think I recall my friend Alavandrel saying something like this. Well, sir, I thank you.
You said
As I
you
say,
were a master of the hunt, a prestigious position, I would see.
As far as such positions are counted, yes. Nonetheless, it is sufficient. I have enough of the company of my own folk and am able, as I said, to enjoy certain small luxuries.
Well, you've seen what the common folk feel and think. Perhaps you would like more enlightened company for the evening. I'm staying at the Crossed Swords Inn if you wish for more couth company.
Okay, are you trying to misdirect him, or is that an in character? An out of character. It's called the Cross Pikes.
Cross Pikes. That was Callum buggering it up. Yep.
Yep, not a problem. Yes, I do enjoy the occasional. I believe you say tipple.
Indeed.
I will. Yes, provided I feel able to remove myself from this hospital bed, I will perhaps join you there for a bottle of wine or two, unless they have mead.
Well, if you do decide to grace us with your presence, I would be delighted to see you. Master
Okay,
Ilafara.
Raphael. Never mind.
God, that was kind of mishearing George.
Okay, yeah. He politely closes his eyes and nods to you.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I would prefer to rest.
And I will leave you to such. Rest well.
Okay.
I give him the sign of the twin-tailed comet and stride out. Excellent. More prestigious friends, more backs patted, connections moving.
Okay, returning from Ebenezer over to Stör, Seraphina, and Nornghal.
Mm-hmm. And the other one.
Our new best friend. Trotsky.
Got free.
At least my new friend isn't immediately getting himself arrested.
But he is getting himself beaten up whenever he presents himself in public. So
I mean, that's the price you pay for being an elf.
it is.
Yeah, this is the price you pay for being a dwarf, obviously.
Short-term ambition.
He
Get
keeps
Gothic
saying
sober.
so.
Short-term ambitions, long-term ambitions, stopping being a dwarf.
If we play tug of war enough, we'll stretch him out a bit.
Oh my god.
He's now in shackles. The watchman has walked away, saying, "Get him cleaned up and get him out of town." Seraphina is now on the scene and can see what's going on.
I'm not best impressed with what's happened, to be fair. Can we not, take him back to the, heartbroken, now in love guy and say, take him on?
Another partner for you.
Well, you don't know where he is. Having said that, there is now a dwarf whose wrists and ankles have been shackled together, and then the chains have been joined.
Okay.
Stör is carrying like a handbag.
He's grumbling, trying to take a couple of steps, falling over, looking like something out of the Green Mile.
No.
His own damn fault.
I would be willing to take off 1 to 2 pairs of manacles and keep his hands tied and give him a piggyback.
Where? What are you planning to do to him?
Yeah, more than anything, we just need to get him out of the way, so that
we did agree to take him out of town as well.
So that's we need, but immediately our goal is to for Seraphina to fix him up with all of his ailments
and also dope some horses.
That's my priority.
Seraphina needs cash money now.
Yeah.
And this guy is a problem.
But did you just say to me that you'd be willing to pay him some money so that he'd go off to a beer tent and give you some peace?
What?
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't.
No, that's what Tess said to me.
I'm disgusted.
He is a nuisance, but I think he's safer in our strong, capable hands.
Make everyone poor.
It's not making anyone poor. I've only spent a shilling on him so far.
I haven't spent anything on him.
Yeah.
I did nearly lose my nice, expensive shackles.
Hold on, you said you spent the shilling on him. How much was bail again?
There wasn't any, because he'd already been in the stocks for long enough.
Right, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there was bail, but they,
I didn't wangle him out of
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to scratch himself while his hands are still manacled.
Fuck's sake. Right. Now that we're all here, Seraphina, this is got.
He brings up a little bit of brown sludge which trickles down his beard.
I don't like this very much.
This is Gottry.
Right.
As you
Hello.
can see, he is a fellow dwarf.
Yes.
First one I've come across in our entire trip so far, and I'd quite like to help him.
I think you should just go to the pub with him and have some drinks. Me and Stör got some business to attend to.
No.
Yes.
No more drinks.
To do with him. Look at the state of him. He's wankered.
He's tied up now.
Yes, he's not going anywhere. He'll be no trouble to anybody. We just need you to work a little bit of your magic, fix up his ailments, maybe settle his stomach if you can.
Why don't you go and take him to the market and go to see the nice, kind apothecary lady there? She's got all kinds of potions. She'll set you up. She'll have everything.
Oh, Nornghal.
Yes, my friend.
Can you get these cuffs off? I need a shit.
Oh, God.
Just a moment. So I guess we'll take off the legs.
He can have his legs off,
Yeah.
but the hands are staying
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
I don't think you should do that. He's going to run away, isn't he?
He's not running anywhere.
Can't run in a straight
I
line.
bet you a shilling and you run away.
Have you got a shilling to bet on that?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he staggers off into like a sort of alley between some tents, and then proceeds to pull down his breeches and squat.
Great.
And he's still talking to you the entire time.
Of course
Well,
he
at
is.
least we know he hasn't run off again. Unless we are making eye contact while he shits.
Direct icon, like a cat. Like when a cat stares at you from the
It's like
little
when you're trying to look away from him, he's like, "Oh, I'm talking to you." So, when was that? What about that drink you promised me? Weren't you going to give me one?
Oh, yes.
If I-
Just you
oh, you're a keen one. Yep. You're just 5, 10,
I used
30
to be
more
an
minutes.
engineer, you know.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I don't look. I don't have any of the ingredients that you need. That's why I'm saying go to the market, go to the apothecary woman. She has stuff to sort it out, right? And I mean, you don't expect me to buy it and then give it to him for free, do you? I'm not a fucking fool.
Oh no! Well, you seem well acquainted with this lady. Perhaps if I put up the money, you can work your tiny little charms on her, and we can all be on our merry way.
Okay.
Okay.
So Seraphina is heading off to see Elvira Kleineston.
Yep.
I guess I'll have to come with her and drag. So yeah, I'll practically, I guess, pull his bloody trousers up, unless,
Yeah,
and then
he can't do it himself.
no, of course he can't. And frog march him over to see this woman.
Okay.
Do you want to hold on to one of the extra manacles?
Oh, I think I will. Yeah.
So you've got two.
So
one
he's
pair
got
on him, one pair in your bag, one pair in my bag.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, you are getting a lot of strange and dirty looks from various people as you're dragging a manacled dwarf through the streets.
And we're all dressed up
No.
like nobles as well. I suppose this
No,
looks
you're not
weird.
dressed as nobles. You're dressed like prosperous merchants. Nobles would be much more expensive to dress like.
Okay.
What's the encumbrance of manacles?
Oh, I don't. Hang on, I'll get the page back up. Sorry.
Encumbrance of what, sorry?
Oh, the manacles.
Manacles, one each.
One each, thanks.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so you're dragging him back to the medicine show.
Yeah.
The place where Elvira Kleineston's booth was, and it's closed. It's like gone 6 in the evening now. Nornghal, please change that 9 to an 8.
Okay.
In the meantime, Ebenezer over at the Shellion Hospice. You basically said your goodbyes to Rolana. And where have you gone now?
I imagine it's getting to that point in the evening. I think I'm going to head to the Crossed Pikes.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Yep, you go in and you notice a tremendous number of farmers are actually there. They've got a broad range of accents. They don't have the standard accent that you get around here, like muted Rightlander. They seem to have come from all over the Empire. But you also observe that they are drinking very, very little. They've all got a drink in front of them, but they're just having sips.
I mean, Ebenezer does the same thing.
Yeah. But this is not normal behaviour for farmers turning up at a fair.
I guess I sit at the bar and wait to be served by your man, the innkeeper.
Yep.
Hey, what's the
All
story?
right, Ebenezer?
You're right, how's it going?
Not too shabby.
Yeah. What's the story with the farmers? Usually, they're watering themselves like the crops. What they do?
Scout Gubertag, isn't it, tomorrow? Oh, you wouldn't know. You're not from Bergenhofen, are you?
Yeah, run it
Right.
by us.
Tomorrow, first day after Mitterfrüh, you got a... It's been going on since as long as anyone can remember. All livestock sales in the town tomorrow are tax-free. So, nobles, farmers, peasants from all over the Empire come over here. You want to go down there at midnight. You want to go down to the big livestock market at midnight. It's absolutely insane. People will be trying to do as many sales as they possibly can, as quickly as they can, and this happens for 24 solid hours. But there's little legal loopholes, the sales have to be for livestock that's physically present in the market. It has to be domesticated livestock. We heard of someone trying to sell a hippogriff saying it was a giant chicken the other week. Don't think that was true, but...
That's certainly interesting.
Very interesting. So, about now, the tax inspectors will be starting to come in, make sure everyone's doing it according to the rules.
No hippogriffs. The like.
No hippogriffs. Domesticated animals only have to be within the bounds of the Schaffenfest. You know, the normal sort of legal malarkey, as he rubs his nose with his crossed fingers, indicating his absolute disdain for legal loopholes.
Yeah, I give him a 9 grin. I imagine Ebenezer likes loopholes, but not legal ones. You know, you got to be in the know to know them. In any case, have any of my other lot come in?
No, but from what I hear on the grapevine, they've been making a bit of a scene of themselves.
Fucking course they have.
Yeah.
They're very good at it, which is a fucking pain.
He indicates the two people that Nornghal saw earlier. My trusted associates, Ryan and Ryan. They're twins, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. I give them a nod.
They give you a nod in such synchronicity that you'd be surprised if it wasn't planned.
Mm-hmm. Impressive.
They're my ears on the ground, you know. I mean, I'm the management. Can't do everything myself, but apparently they've been going around town with a drunken dwarf punching watchmen in the stomach, freeing livestock from their pens, and just generally being
hooligans.
Conspicuous, Ebenezer.
I can't say I'm a big fan of that either.
Do you want to do something about it?
I'd love to.
Go on then. Do me a favour as a friend, you know?
Right. Look, do you know where they are?
There'll be a free beer waiting for you when you get back, and maybe a glass of schnapps if you do really good.
Right. Do you know where they are now?
Somewhere in the Schaffenfest, I would imagine, seeing as they have had something to do with a watch presence during the beer tents and the... I would say they're probably just south of the jousting list.
Right. Well, I'm going to go have words with them. See if we can get this smoothed over.
Yeah, you do that, because I don't like conspicuous people in my inn.
Strangely enough, I don't like conspicuous people hanging around me.
Yeah. You seem like the smart one, so, you know, sort it.
I nod, give the sign the crossed fingers, and skedaddle.
As does he. Well, he doesn't skedaddle, but...
Well, no. I imagine he gets back onto whatever he needs to be doing.
Yep. Right, over where the rest of you are, as you're dragging this dwarf through the Schaffenfest.
So the apothecary's closed.
Yep.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fucking shit. Seraphina, is there anything at all we can do about this? And I gesture to his various skin complaints.
So I whisper to you, we could get him drunk and take him to a barber and shave him. Shear him, maybe. I'll get rid of some of it.
You can't shave a dwarf?
Well,
Never heard anything so outrageous.
don't have to, but we can. I'll pay someone. I don't want to touch him. It's crawling. Yeah.
Look, I know he looks a bit out of sorts, but he's the first dwarf I've seen in all this time, and it's just...
I mean, you could leave the beard and just do the rest.
Which would convince him that he'd taken the Slayer oath overnight and would have to grow like a mohawk.
I mean, it's damage
if you
reduction.
want him not to be an alcoholic, turning him into a Slayer is not the way to go.
There's nothing else I can think of until the morning. Get rid of all this. But he ain't going to be letting anywhere like that. No one will have him.
Could we bandage him up a bit or something? I've tried to get him clean, but he keeps getting himself into trouble.
Okay, this is at the moment where Ebenezer, looking a little bit panicked, comes down the highway between the medicine shows and the trinket hawkers. So Ebenezer, you can see them from here. You also see that they have this dwarf that you recognise from earlier in what appears to be manacles.
Immediately browse
and are arguing in amongst themselves.
Seraphina, Nornghal, Stör.
You're right.
Hello.
No, I'm not. One of the conditions of staying at the inn is that we are nice, quiet tenants. And your friend is drawing the wrong sort of eyes, especially for... Well, remember what happened this morning?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're a fairly conspicuous bunch sometimes. You know, Nornghal's vibrant personality, Stör's muscularity, Seraphina's charming wit, and my own personal putrescence. And your new friend is not helping.
See, I told you, Nornghal. He's a fucking liability.
He's enough to make our innkeeper think about evicting us. If you've had trouble with guards, you're parading him around in fucking manacles. For Sigmar's sake, cut him loose. Chuck him to the bottom of the canal. Give him to Uncle Joseph with fucking how much trade good. Get him out of here.
Well, he's under control now, see? That's what the manacles were for. And they're working quite well.
Oh, yes.
And,
yes, their jingling and shininess is drawing every fucking eye, but the dwarf's not fucking doing anything. Oh, no.
The innkeeper was more than happy to take my money to give him a good hot bath.
Anyone is more than happy to take money.
Well, he can't have been causing him that much trouble then.
At this point, there are several dozen people in a wide circle around you, just like giggling to each other. I'm pointing when you're not looking in their direction.
Seraphina is one of them.
He's not coming back to the cross pikes. He's not having manacles on him. He's going to go about his business and get fucked as he likes. But he's not hanging around with any of us anymore. And if he's hanging around with any of you, you're not hanging around with us.
Well, I agree with that. I don't want him
know
around
how
us.
you feel, Nornghal. It sucks to see a brother in trouble, but if he's not willing to help himself, what the fucking point?
Rumph. Stör.
Yes.
You think your uncle could take charge of him? He did mention he used to be an engineer. If we can somehow get him sober, he may even be able to make use of him on the boat.
Sober on that boat? That ain't ever going to happen, is it?
Yeah.
Anyway, Nornghal, he's your dwarf brother, and Stör, you've got a good heart on you. Sort him out. Me and Seraphina, we've got work to do.
But what about our plans? Seraphina.
I know, this is all fucked up because of this.
What if we put something, gave him, if we replaced the manacles with something less noisy?
I think, Seraphina, you did pick up some Schlafkraut, which is a sleeping drug.
Yeah! Drug him.
Look what I've got.
And then he would just look like our friend who passed out from having fun, and not our friend who we're holding against his will.
Convince him to have a drink, which would not be too difficult, and put that in it. He's going to be asleep for at least 16 hours.
Yeah.
Doing that.
We're doing that.
Let's go for a drink.
Yeah,
Get you a drink.
We're going to have a drink, are we?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you've waited long enough.
You're the best friends I've ever had. Where are we going? We're going to that beer tent, that beer tent. Oh, there's so many beer tents. Which one's got the best beer?
Right there.
This one nearest to us.
They've got special beer in this one.
Oh, yeah? Strong.
Anyway, Ebenezer's going to extricate himself from the group immediate, but he's going to hang around. I don't want to be party to something that has big searchlights and alarm bells going on.
We're going to remove the manacles from them before he goes striding into this beer tent.
I'm going to take the manacles off, and
thank you. It's like being in the stocks, wasn't it?
I'm going to hold his hand very tightly. I probably have to stoop a little bit, but I'm holding.
I'm going to hold his other hand very tightly.
Ain't touching him.
Are you going to sort of go 1, 2, 3? And
we're going to swing him. We're going to swing him.
The canal.
I'm a dwarf.
Might be a bit lopsided, but we could still do it.
Okay, so you march him into the beer tent.
Yeah.
You plonk him down, and beers are served to each of you, and then they were expecting 10 pennies for the 5 of you.
Hey, like I said, I'm not immediately in this
market.
market.
Why, isn't it? You'd have to pay to drug him.
No, I mean, also because these guys are obvious. Fuck, they're not helping.
All right.
I'm just hanging around. I'll wait a minute or two after they've gone in and then wander in.
I buy it, but I expect it back.
I'll tell you what. What is it? 8 pennies? We can split it.
Okay.
No, it'll be 10. We're going to have to buy one for him. Oh no, it would be 8. Sorry. Yeah, Ebenezer's not.
Or is it table service? Sorry to ask such a stupid question.
So, in here, it's table service because there's only one beer.
Okay.
As soon as you sit down, they put a beer in front of you and they expect 2 pennies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
so I'll slap 4 pennies down as well. Cool.
And as the beers are putting down, I distract our friend.
How are you going to distract him from a beer?
Fucking hell.
With another beer.
Yes, I'll go, hey.
As soon as it's put in front of him, he grabs it without waiting to see who's paying. He just starts necking it. It takes him about 3 seconds to do.
Oh, you don't want that one?
No, you want
the special one.
Yeah, that's not the special beer. It's not. They've lied. It's not
They've
just
given
one
you the
beer.
wrong one.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get the special one for you.
The all special. That's the one we got to get you. Just hang on a minute.
Oh, hang on.
You finish off that one.
Hang on. Seraphina, could you take a closer look at my beer? I think it might be the special, but you know beer's much better than me.
Oh yeah, I know. Hang on, let me have it a minute. I smell it and I taste it and I go, that's nice. And I just slightly, I was like, oh, I got the ankle. Hang on a minute. I bend down, itch my ankle. Bit of that stuff in it.
Those ankles.
I'm not going to ask you for a sleight of hand because he's in no condition to oppose it.
Oh yeah, definitely the festival ale. That one.
You put it onto the table.
Ah, much better.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, he knocks it back, sways from side to side, and then just collapses into the floor in a crumpled heap.
Yay!
Drunken idiot! I shout loudly because I want to make it look like he's just drunk and passed out.
Several drunken labourers laugh at him.
Several drunken idiots look around. Is this?
You called?
Yes.
Some of them even pause beating up the local elf.
Oh. All right, so I feel bad leaving him here, though. We are taking him with us, right?
Of course, he's going on the barge.
He'll be sober by the time he wakes up.
Ebenezer, you do see this occur. Mm-hmm. So.
I'm not interfering. I'm just watching it happen and hoping they just dump him in the canal.
Oh!
Awful man.
I'll go with my carry him piggyback style plan so we can get on with our business. I think that would He's probably quite heavy, though, isn't he?
He's actually lighter than the big guy that you carried in a couple of sessions ago was. So you've got no problem carrying him, especially since he's not dead. He's just dead weight.
Okay.
Not dead, just dead to the world.
That's fair enough.
And he's snoring extremely loudly.
Put him in my trappings.
What's the encumbrance on a skinny dwarf?
As this is happening, little trickles of beer-soaked like bile are going down your recently blackened hair.
Oh.
As he snores extremely loudly.
That's fine. This is the least annoying he's been so far, so I'll tolerate it. And I guess we can get on with our plans. So what's next, chaps?
You're just going to carry him around?
For the moment.
Leave him there.
No,
I thought we were just going to leave him there.
To get him to the barge.
Yeah.
We need to dump him off.
The other side of the place. Not dragging him all the way to the barge.
It's not too far away. It's not on the other side of town.
They're not a cart we can put him on and like.
Who knows what's going to happen to him though?
Yeah.
He might be all right once he's sober.
Right. So you're going to take him back to the beer belly and see what Yosef thinks about the entire situation.
If we've got time, I guess.
He's an engineer.
You're not under any time pressure.
No, I know, but like I
You've
don't
got
want
nothing
to
do.
miss anything.
Right.
I mean,
okay.
we've got
So
things to do tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So you drag him through town to where the beer belly is. You see Uncle Yosef is sitting on the deck because it's quite a nice night, just looking up at the stars. He's got several empty bottles of wine next to him. As he sees you piggybacking this drunk and asleep dwarf up to the barge, he looks over to you. Well, what are you doing? Who's that?
I've got a present for you, Uncle.
A new workman.
I'm not a press ganger.
He needs
What
the
the hell's
work.
happened to him?
He'll probably be fine. I think it's mostly alcohol, probably for quite a while. But Nornghal's formed a bit of an emotional attachment to him, and we don't have the art to let him go into the wilds.
What the hell am I supposed to do with an asleep dwarf?
Steer him.
I mean,
Look.
he's pretty unconscious. Not gonna wake up for how many hours usually, Seraphina?
It would be good to like half a day.
See,
He'll be out.
Look,
What do I
Joseph.
want him on my boat for?
Joseph. You know that idle hands are the worst thing you can have, especially when you've got a habit brewing. This man's hands are too idle.
Right.
He needs work, he needs order. And you were just the man to give him it.
Right. So
He's a strong un. And he's got good stamina from what I've seen.
And he tells me he's an engineer.
right. Okay, that might be useful. All right. Tell you what. Stick him on the deck, okay? It's supposed to rain tonight. Hopefully that will sober him up. He looks like he can look after himself, and then
get some of the mud off.
yeah, get some of the mud off. He looks fucking filthy.
Just listen. Just keep him until he wakes up in the morning. If he's really shit, you can let him go. But just for the night, if you can just make sure he doesn't die, I think we'll be able to rest easy.
Is he just pissed, or is what's happened to him?
As far as we can tell, he's just pissed. He might get pissed more often than he should. Just, I don't know.
Right, and this was like that fucking Ostermarker that he sent to me. Was it Ebenezer, Aglar, or whatever he said his name was? He was so pissed when he came over. I can look after a boat, me. and then he just falls over and knocks himself out.
To be honest, I have no idea what that Ostlander was talking about. I said that I was working on a boat and he just stumbled over you.
Right.
Well, you know what the Ostlanders are like.
As a recruitment agent, Ebenezer, I think this can only be a step upwards.
See, the key difference here is we haven't promised this one a job of any kind. So you're under no obligation tomorrow if he turns out to be a rat bastard.
Well, I hope not.
If he's no good, just drop him in the Bergen.
We're not dropping him in the Bergen.
He's sturdy, he looks like he'll float like a boat.
Joseph, if he's any trouble at all, we'll just get rid of him at the next port.
If there's any trouble at all, I'm putting him off my boat. I don't even have a cargo yet. This is for me. That's in the crate of wine.
I'm sure it won't be necessary. We'll put him to work.
Hold on, Uncle Joseph. You know what tomorrow is, right?
It is the first of...
First day after Mitterfril.
Yeah, first day after Mitterfril. That means that it is Sigmard side, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that means all livestock sales for 24 hours tomorrow, tax-free. Fucking load up on chickens.
Fuck that.
No.
I'm going to clean out my fucking holes with all the chicken shit.
What about ducks? Tie fucking string around their necks and drag them behind the boat.
Right.
Look, it's easy money. It's tax-free. Emperor's blessed. Carl Franz himself has said no tax on it. You might as well take advantage. You need a cargo. You might as well get one that you don't get railed over for.
No, well, I'm getting the wine anyway. I'll get some ducks and geese. Maybe some chickens. Yeah, sorry, my headset dropped out. Where did we get to? It was like,
He said he was going to get ducks and geese and the like.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll do that.
Look.
Yeah. All right. Geldgubertag. Yeah, I've heard of it. It starts at midnight, doesn't it?
That's the one.
Right, I'll be there at midnight.
Oh, good on you.
Okay, and he...
Gentlemen, Seraphina?
He throws a sail over this drunk dwarf snoring on the deck.
Right, everyone, back to the crossed pikes.
Okay, so you were all going to head back to the crossed pikes. Seraphina, you said you wanted to hang back for a second.
Yes, I did. I want to speak to Uncle Joseph.
That makes two of us.
Okay.
Wow, my uncle's really popular.
Awkward.
After you, Seraphina.
After you.
Ladies first.
You go first. Come on.
Well, I've just got one or two things to attend to here. I'll be right behind you. Don't worry.
Okay, as Ebenezer and Stör are now walking back towards the cross pikes, probably wondering where the hell you two are.
Well, okay, I will go and get Uncle Joseph or wherever he's gone out of any kind of audio range of Nornghal.
I'll just go and check on Gustav in the meantime. Yeah.
Gottfried.
Well, the innkeeper from the first episode.
Shit, I've run out of names.
All right, love, what do you want?
This fucking dwarf you got on your boat is a fucking liability. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. Neither does Ebenezer. As soon as he wakes up, he's going to be sniffing out that wine you got, and he'll drink it. He's total alcoholic. He's just gets himself into trouble. He's just been in the stocks all day, getting pissed and that arsed. And I mean, yeah, that happens. I don't mind just getting drunk and stuff like that. But like, he's got a problem. He'll drink you dry. But all I'm saying is, you got any sense? Put him in the dock somewhere tonight. You don't want him on this boat. He's going to be a fucking nuisance.
Oh. So I've only got this one crate of wine. Do you want a bottle?
Keep it for when I come back. Nice to see you, thank you.
Right. Well, I can't be having someone drinking all my wine. Right. So he's been in the stocks all day drunk.
Yeah.
Right. I can't have him on board then, can I?
Really?
Right. Well, I can't have him as crew. How about I give him a day just to see how he gets on?
You need to hide your wine somewhere. You ain't gonna find it.
How am I going to hide my wine? I'm a wine merchant.
I'm just saying, if he drinks all your wine,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Alright, we'll see what happens.
Alright.
As he opens another bottle. Just a little swig.
See you a bit later. Alright, go on then. Have a swig.
Alright. I'll see you later. I haven't found a cargo yet, so I'll probably be here for a couple more days.
What things are you looking to send back?
Probably more wine. I know good wine from bad wine. The Ebenezer said, like, we might as well get some ducks and geese and shit like that from Geltgrubertag, where it's all tax-free. Maybe take them back. You know, nobles like stuff like that on their table.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Right.
I'll probably be here tomorrow. Do you want to ride back to Altdorf tomorrow or take you back? Well, if I got a cargo, that is.
I'll come down and see you in the morning and see where you're going, because I got to go, well, actually, out of character. The woman I spoke to at the Apothecary place, how long is she going to be there? Because I need to go and talk to her.
Feisbrook, that's where she lives.
She lives in Feisbrook.
She lives in Feisbrook, but is she going to be there for the whole festival?
The festival's 3 days.
Day?
Yeah.
So, I don't think you asked, but presumably she's going to be there the entire time.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, look after yourself.
Yeah, you too. I trot.
Okay, Nornghal, you observe Seraphina coming down from the bridge as Uncle Yosef uncorks yet another bottle of wine.
Right. Just sidle up next to him, real casual like.
Lad.
Just the man. A word in your ear, if I may. Look, I know he's in a bad way, but we just need to give him a chance. I don't want him to cause any trouble, and I don't. You've been very kind to have us on board, and I very much appreciate you taking us all this way, all these wonderful things we've seen, even just today. It's quite a pleasure traveling with you, sir. I'll tell you what, if we can at least get him to the next port, we can do with him what you will. But we need to get him out of town.
What?
It's nothing to worry about. It's fine. But we did make a little agreement with the guards.
Well, I'm planning to go back to Dwarf, so the next port's going to be Varrskrati. Unless we let him off with a lock-in.
Well, that's fine. We're just whatever's nearest. If that's what we need to do, that's fine. But we just need to get him. I just want him out of harm's way here. Can you do that for me, Joseph?
Well, I don't know when I'm going to be leaving. I need to find a cargo.
What is it we're looking for?
Wine, ideally. I mean, I'll pour anything, but wine is my specialty because I know good wine from bad wine, and I know where to get it cheap, and I know where it sells for a profit.
Well, whatever. If I can help procure you some stock, perhaps.
Oh, that'd be helpful. I'd want to come down and have a look and sample it.
Yes, I mean, I do have some experience in acquiring such things. Anything really. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. You're a good man, Joseph. You're a good man.
No, I'm sure we can. All right. Well, I'll think about it. Yeah.
Sincerely, I appreciate it. Have a good evening. And,
you too.
Don't drink too much. Okay.
I always drink too much, yeah. Okay, I would like at this moment, I would like Seraphina and Nornghal to make opposed charm tests.
Fuck.
Please don't. Please, says, get this fucking dwarf dealt with.
Just as a reminder, my charm is just going off of base fellowship, which is my lowest stat at 17.
As a dwarf, it likely will be.
Please beat Steve.
Okay, here we.
Roller one.
Don't tell me the results. Send me them privately.
Okay. All right.
Okay, come on.
Oh wow! I rolled a minus 30. No. Yeah. I'll just.
I can't see. It's dark in here, George. What's that?
Numbers.
There you go.
Yeah,
The
cheers.
charm test between the fun, social, get what they want species and the live in a hole and have no friends species.
It's just because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah. Also, you're quite a stupid dwarf as well.
Around dwarves, push them off the wharves.
Wow.
Poor little guy.
Around humans, you'll get hate crimed.
Yes, and? Humans don't have a book of grudges that makes you obligated to hate someone forever.
No, you're just fucking horrible anyway.
Says the dwarf.
Okay, and Stör and Ebenezer, what are you talking about as you trundle up the road towards the crossed pikes, wondering where Nornghal and
So,
and Seraphina are?
how's the rest of the day been going?
Fine.
Well, look, we've got big plans tomorrow. I've been invited to a private box for a joust.
That's
You're
nice
not
to you.
there.
Joust? Oh, I was, sorry.
That's
I
good.
think you're a little bit behind.
Look,
Sorry.
The original scheme got a little bit off track, but we can make this work. And plus, Crusher said he'd throw a banner for us, so, one of us just needs to go in, get dirty, and he'll fall over, and we've got some more group funds.
Group funds, as in you'll share?
Yeah, of course. It was a group effort that, we got him fucking, got his dick wet.
I don't answer, I just shudder at the dick wet phrasing.
So, look. The original plan, Casa Librum, over. But there's still a chance for Ebenezer Librum. We can do this. We can be big. But we need to stop taking fucking liabilities. Big things that make us obvious. Chaining up stupid dwarves who don't want our help. It's the Empire. We look after it. It's the Empire. We gotta. You look out for number one. You look out for your mate. Like I said, our innkeeper almost fucking evicted us over that dwarf debacle. Look, you're a bright lad. Just keep Nornghal on the level. Stop him. Run. I trust you implicitly to do the right thing. Stop Nornghal doing stupid stuff like this. Stop him corralling dwarves, picking up homeless people who don't want help. You can only help those that are willing.
I guess I just get caught up in the moment sometimes.
Okay, can the two humans make a perception test, please?
We're about to get shot.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I sure do love crossbow bolts.
Oh! 2 failures.
2 failures.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm also... Would that be affected by my tipsy as well?
It would, yes.
So 3 failures then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You carry on down the street.
Huh.
Carry on talking.
Yeah.
See, there's a chance for big things. All we have to do is play careful, play it smart. Look,
you do keep saying this though, and the only good things that have happened to me so far, I've kind of done myself.
Turns out, the only good things that happened to me is I managed to get out alive this morning. A lot of it is just fucking greasy moving part work. Talking to people that probably would never look at me normally and just trying my best to get in their good graces. Bowing, scraping, that's not a life I want. It's not a life you want. Look, you don't want to be dredging up rivers your life. I don't want to be fucking grifting people my life. I just want to sit back and be comfortable. I want enough money to live happily.
The two of you that are not humans, can you make an athletics, please?
Ooh.
I don't think Seraphina's very athletic. Somehow.
Yeah, it's the least athletic I've ever been.
Little
19.
legs gang.
18. There we go. Yeah, I've passed that actually.
Okay, so Seraphina has managed to sprint back into earshot of the two humans, called like "Wait for me" and such remarks.
Yep, I assume we slow down a bit. But look,
yeah,
we can be more than the shit on a noble's boot. We can be up there. Who knows? We can be better nobles.
Right, you two?
Yeah, I have good news.
Oh, Seraphina, I'm so glad you're here.
Seraphina, Nornghal, I have good news.
What's that?
Guess who got invited to a noble's private box for the joust tomorrow? It's me.
What one of your alter egos?
Ebenezer Librum. My brother Castor's come down here on business. I don't know anything about it. I'm dumb, but I haven't seen him in a while. And
Are
you sure that's a good idea?
It's still
being related to the wanted criminal.
Loads of people are related to criminals. Doesn't make them bad, does it?
I'm not related to any criminals.
You're related to your Uncle Joseph, but I've seen you chuck back a quarter of the amount he can put away. Norngal's a dwarf doesn't mean it.
He's not a criminal.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just because someone related to you is good at something or bad at something, doesn't mean you are.
And I was just having a bad night. I could absolutely drink you under the table, anytime, any place. Don't disrespect me again.
Well, I know you could drink me under the table. I don't drink all that much.
You're a fake and a fraud.
Also, I met an elf. You know, looked after him, got him patched up. Apparently he's some sort of master of the hunt, whatever that means, but I assume it's good.
Who master of the hunt?
Yeah. What, do you know what it is? I assume he just, looks after dogs or something for nobles.
Yeah, I would know what that is, won't I?
Yeah,
Or
you're
what
from
you said, I
Middenheim.
know. Master of the hunt is...
It's the person that's in charge of the hunting parties for the Graph.
I say that.
Excellent, good. See? This plan is starting to work independent of whoever. There's still a chance we can get this back on the road.
Okay, once again you hear, "Stop him! Stop him!"
I look around.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
This three-legged goblin is now sprinting down the street.
He's not going to get away this time.
You're going to go for him?
I am always going to go for whatever is moving quickly. Yes, I would like to chase the goblin, please.
Your vision's based on movement. All right, make an athletics then.
Athletics. Okay, come on, goblin. And will that be -10 as well?
Yeah, because you're drunk.
Come on, goblin. Oh, I would have passed, but I didn't. So with a -10.
So you grab him around the ankles. He just kicks away from you.
I mean,
and
you could use you could use a fate point.
I've only got one left.
Fortune point.
No, they replenish every session.
Yeah, I was thinking they replenish. Like what?
Oh, sorry. I deleted one last session, so I didn't forget, and then I just didn't.
Just use.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to spend a fortune point then to grab this goblin
for a reroll.
Oh yeah, sure. If that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to do even worse. Please. Yeah, I did even worse. Moving on.
You are not grabbing the goblin.
No, you see it run over to panicking, seeing the lot of you, especially when Stör dives at it, almost grabs it by the ankles. It leaps away, almost kicking Stör in the face as it does so, runs towards the city walls, and then just sees a grate and disappears down the grate.
Huh.
Right.
And then you see the guy in the top hat, comes sprinting round the corner. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Accompanied by this dwarf that's armed with a pointed stick.
What are you going to do with him?
He's part of my show, isn't he?
He went down that grate there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously, he's gone down into the sewer.
You should probably, restrain your animals better.
He was restrained. He broke his collar. He's done it twice in one day. I don't know how he does it.
Well, good evening. And I walk off from this. Okay.
Yep, there is an enormous crowd coming from the direction that Ebenezer is trying to go in. Oh, where's the three-legged goblin gone? We were looking forward to that.
Well, this isn't our problem. I just try and make my way through the crowd. Fuck him. I'm no goblin wrangler for some incompetent fairmaster.
Been involved in too much.
This is like the third animal that's gotten out today. Fuck this guy.
Okay, and the watch come up from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Missing property here. Last people to see it. These people over here. Detain them, please. And they both look at each other a little bit confused.
Excuse me, your creature ran past us and almost assaulted us, and it jumped down the grate. Now you're sicking the guards on us. How very dare you!
No, I'm doing no such thing. I'm just waiting for the competent authorities to become involved.
You vile... Do you know who you're accusing, you vile little man?
No, and furthermore, I don't care.
Well, there are lots of people around us at the moment.
Yes, there are now. they were coming to see the three-legged goblin, and it escaped. So
Can I try and escape? I'm a little
where are you going?
running away.
No, I'd probably suggest
What with the watch up behind you?
A hand on the shoulder. Like, if we run, that makes us look guilty. This is not a thing we want to run from, is it?
No.
So what happened? Where's my three-legged goblin gone?
As you saw, it ran past us clear and squeezed through that grate.
No, I didn't see that.
That is what happened, though. I
four of
also
us
saw. I tried to catch
and you're
him.
making accusations against us.
No, I'm not making accusations. I'm saying that you are material witnesses in this loss of material assets case.
And we told you where the materials went.
Okay, it's getting too difficult for you to leave now. There are too many guardsmen. There are too many spectators.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long later, an incredibly fat man he's got quite a handsome face, which is a bit let down by his drooping double chin.
This wouldn't happen to be Gale von Ostbrunn, would it?
Nope. He has a magnificent lawyer's wig on his head, and he's wearing a silk lawyer's robe.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He comes swaggering up.
I put on as much noble bearing as I can muster.
Yeah, you can tell that he's got noble bearing, but he's apparently not pursued a career as a noble.
Mm-hmm.
What seems to be happening?
Well, I wait for...
there was a quick explanation given that the three-legged goblin burst its bonds, squeezed through the bars of the cage, sprinted away through the town, and then jumped down into a grate. And the judge just puts his head in his hands. We tried very, very hard to keep this town clear of greenskins for untold thousands of years. Now we're going to have them again in the sewers. But the guy in the top hat steps up. Well, I will offer 5 crowns for my own purse for the return of my prize exhibit. Just trying to do my civic duty. And the man in the lawyer's wig gives a little nod. Seems impressed and says, "Yes, well, I suppose I could authorise a payment of the equivalent amount from the town's purse for removing such a nuisance from our sewers."
So, how big is that grate exactly?
Yeah, I'll do it. I need the money.
I was thinking, well, yeah, my
too,
men can personally handle this.
The grate, you won't be able to get down through the grate.
Yeah, but there are sewer entrances.
Oh,
Don't
yes,
we have a crowbar?
there are
We
manholes.
sure do.
Yeah, this is one of the things that we're known for in Bergenhafen. We have one of the world's leading sewer systems, better than Altdorf, even better than Rima.
Well, my men here will lead the search for this abhorrent creature.
Oh, excellent.
Far be it from Ebenezer Liebrung to allow taint to infest a sewer of the Empire, especially with such a prestigious history of cleanliness from such pests.
Oh,
Should have bought that
excellent.
net.
You do seem like a man of great public spirit and wisdom.
I have indeed, under my employ, and I pat Nornghal on the shoulder, someone whose race is famed for their hatred of greenskins, and I'm sure he will not rest until it is found, captured, or, at very worst, destroyed.
And the top hat man is like, no, you're not destroying that. That's my best money spinner. You keep that alive.
Your negligence and incompetence has allowed a hideous monster to escape into otherwise stable sewers.
What do you mean a hideous monster? It's just a goblin.
It's got 3 legs.
He grins to the watchman nearby. But there are no new mutants in the Empire.
I never said it was a mutant. I said it was a hideous monster. Are you
Yes,
asserting something otherwise?
Well, I
Well,
could
you
make
guys are-
similar remarks about members of your entourage, so if you're going to be rude about mine.
Now, Ebenezer, you're wasting time. We need to get on this
In any-
goblin
You want
in
some
any
money,
situation.
or don't you?
No. I would rather seek the
Go
honour of
off your back,
finding
then.
it. Entourage to me, we work. And I make my way towards a sewer entrance.
Crowbar.
The guy with the lawyer's wig on claps his hands a couple of times. Richter, over here, please.
Give me a moment while I change into something more appropriate as I change into my shitty peasant clothes.
Oh, yes, yes. You there, evacuate that beer tent. And he kicks everyone out of a beer tent so that you can use it as a changing room.
Excellent, yep. I, of course, invite the rest of the party to do the same, get out of their nice togs and into shit clothes.
Except for Nornghal, who threw away his spare set of clothes.
And who also just
Yeah.
doesn't, own nice ones either.
Well, yeah, you just bought normal clothes.
Yeah.
Throwing
I head-
away your current ones.
I head over to the lawyer and say, "My good sir, would you mind taking custody of these while I search?"
Absolutely, sir. I will not be doing it myself, but however
there's the thought.
you can place them. Actually, never mind. I will take them myself. And he rolls them up into a ball and tucks them under his robe.
Thank you. I make the sign of the twin tail comet.
Okay. He makes the Varinum V.
Mm-hmm. Well, for every moment we tarry, the creature gets further into the systems. Shall we away? I look to the rest of the party.
Okay, so
Yes.
all your clothes are your fine clothes are now wrapped up in a ball under a lawyer's arm,
Okay.
and you are back in your filthy clothes,
Mm.
and you are taken by, ironically enough, the watchman who was punched in the stomach by Gottfried earlier, who was extremely annoyed at a certain pair of you, to a manhole just inside the city walls.
Excuse me, sir, but why do you wear such countenance?
No reason.
If there's anything my entourage has done untoward, please tell me, and I will see them punished accordingly. I know how rowdy they can be, especially around fairs.
No, sir. Everything is quite toward. Nornghal opens it with his crowbar with assistance from a watchman.
Hell yeah.
They open it up and they produce a ladder. It's a 10-foot long ladder, and at the top it's got 2 hooks, which are supposed to be hooked into a couple of slots at the side. Who's going down the ladder first?
Yay!
I will.
Can you make
There
an
we go,
average
yeah.
athletics test then, please, to position the ladder correctly and clamber down it? Average is at plus 20.
Oof, my headphones won't work.
Sorry, what is it again?
Sorry, what is it again? Average athletics is what?
Athletics plus 20.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay, so you do it. You
Yep.
clamber down into the sewer. Now I'd like you to make an average endurance test.
Endurance. Is that plus
Plus 20 is
anything
average,
or
yeah.
not? Yep. Also pass that.
Okay, it absolutely stinks down here. It's pitch black. It's really claustrophobic. You've got night vision, so you can see a little bit, but there's less than
Yeah.
natural darkness, so you can barely see. There are eerie splashes. There are clinks and clanks as there was this constant sort of, as you know, rushing water as it goes, like, shh, but that at just a very low level. But it's just effluent. It sounds quite eerie. It's not a nice place to be. Who's next down the ladder?
I'll come down. I love to be stinky.
Okay, Stör, average endurance for you as well.
Average endurance. Is that with my
endurance
tipsiness
plus,
as well?
No, because
no. Okay.
No, tipsiness doesn't affect toughness.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was a success, a good success.
Okay.
It's probably the best roll I'll get in the fucking game, and it's to climb down a ladder.
It absolutely stinks down here. It's absolutely horrible. Next person down.
I guess that'll be me, because it's never going to be Ebenezer.
No.
Yep. Average endurance.
I was about to say it was going to be me next. I want to be in between the beefy boys, but sure.
Okay, average endurance. Shit. 58. What's my endurance? Oh, yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay, and Ebenezer, as the last one down, you are handed a lighted torch by this watchman.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And make an average endurance.
Mm-hmm. Pass.
Okay. So it stinks down here. It's turning your stomach, but you're not going to have any physical symptoms from it. As you're coming down, especially with the torch, you can see that this is part of a major sewer. It's approximately 9 foot wide in total. Mm-hmm. There is a 5 foot across effluent channel. Mm. On each side of that is a 2 foot wide walkway. Mm-hmm. So from where you've come down, there are a couple of pipes heading off to your left and straight ahead of you, and there is another large effluent channel heading up to the right. As well as that, you could double back on yourself. If you want to cross this, you've got no opportunity but to jump.
Yeah.
Oh, Nornghal, you're probably fairly good at finding greenskins. Find them.
Sick 'em, boy.
Literally.
What, do you expect me to just sniff the bloody thing out?
Can dwarves do that?
You can't smell anything down here. It absolutely reeks. It's not all like piss and shit, but all the town's effluent is down here. It's disgusting.
Well, look. I'm sure I can at least see further and better than the rest of you. Goodness sake.
So Nornghal is going to take point.
Okay. So this is going to be difficult because you're going to have to shove past all the other people on this 2 foot wide walkway, given the fact that Nornghal is probably 2 foot wide.
Stör, how tall are you?
I am 6'1", I think.
Yeah, so
you can't.
Yeah, so down here you're having to stoop.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is all right. Seraphina, looking at this effluent channel, if you fell in that, you'd be above your head.
Ugh.
The rest of you will probably be all right. It's about 5 foot deep.
Jesus.
God. Does anyone have a rope in case?
Yeah, Stör has a rope.
Do I?
Yeah. It was one that you tried to tie the doorknobs together last session.
Oh God, no! I forgot. I didn't write it on my little sheet. Yes, I have a rope.
It's a 30-foot rope. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you want me to tie it on you?
Just
Ramble
just rope
away.
themselves together.
Like mountain climbers.
Maybe.
Because the effluent is flowing at quite some rate, so it might be a smart idea, just in case someone does go in.
I mean, I'll happily be anchor for Seraphina as she is small. It's up to anyone else whether they would like to take part in this roping.
That is probably for the best. I don't think anybody should be roped to Nornghal unless they want to sink.
Right, so Stör and Seraphina are roped together, and no one else is getting in on the action.
I'm just trying
Body system.
I'm thinking.
That's dangerous.
Stör, could you?
Stör. I can't quite squeeze past both of you. Seraphina, would you mind if Stör just plonked you behind me?
Okay.
Uh,
Why not just go into your legs? Can I do that?
Easily be able to do that. You find
You will do that. No one's picking me up.
under your hands.
But you need
as a halfling, I don't know whether you're wearing shoes or not, but it's up to you. But under your hands, the walkway is unpleasantly slimy and it's got a strange greasy feel to it. But you can easily crawl through their legs.
so what's your problem?
Well, I was wanting you to lift Seraphina up and put her behind me.
No one's lifting me
But
up.
how would?
I'm gonna.
But then I'd need to be
You
behind
don't
you
want to
as well.
get dropped into the sewer.
But we're roped together.
No, this is not
So
happening.
I would need to pick you up to put you in front.
I could try, but I'm very big.
I can carry you.
No, yeah, we've already established this. Yeah.
True.
If you're going
Especially
to
if you're cooperating, surely.
Yeah, if you're going to cooperate, it's be okay. So it's Nornghal in the front, followed by Stör, followed by Seraphina, followed by Ebenezer. That sounds about right.
I'm going to write that down.
Okay.
Good idea.
I imagine all of you have got your best like armor and equipment on for this.
Yeah, I just think I may need the medium male shirt on.
Yeah.
The boys' medium.
But that's all I really have. Yeah, it is a boys' medium. I sure hope nobody comes for the midriff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nornghal's in front, despite the fact that he's lost the most wounds out of everyone. I think he's still fairly low on him.
Yeah, I've still only got
also the toughest.
9. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Okay, so you're just walking straight ahead along the effluent channel?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, did you say it went straight and you could go right as well if you crossed, or?
Yeah, you'd have to jump. There are also small channels going off to the left, and another one going off also straight ahead of you, but a bit further back.
So small ones going left.
Yeah, with the small ones, so they drain off from the main channel.
So that's not going to go anywhere other than a stream gutter.
Possibly, it could, but you'd be wading through a pipe.
Yucky. Me too big.
Yeah, Seraphina could do it easily, but she'd be like up to her neck.
Ugh.
Ebenezer could probably do it.
Yeah, you little short.
Yeah, well, you fight 5'3".
Yep.
Yeah, so you could, if you just ducked your head, these small pipes are about 5 foot in diameter. Right. So you could get through it, but you would be like dipping your nose into the shit as you did. Whereas Nornghal or Seraphina could swim through it.
Me not like.
But you said you're heading straight ahead?
Okay. If I were a goblin fleeing for my uppers, where the fuck would I go?
They swim in shit?
I mean, it's a goblin. I imagine it lives in shit back where it comes from.
He has got an extra like for swimming.
You know they like to live underground. That's common knowledge.
Probably not
No.
great swimmers then.
We should probably have a look on the side passage just in case. Who volunteers?
Ha!
You can look down it, and you can see light at the other end, and you can also see tents from the Schaffenfest. So it looks like this one is just draining into a channel that happens to come out outside the city walls and then just drains into the river.
I doubt he's gone that way. All right, we keep moving.
Okay, you're just moving straight forwards.
Yeah, I doubt he'll have headed to the river.
You hear a splash from up ahead of you.
I put my finger to my lips or nearby without touching.
Listen for splash.
No one can see you doing that because you're at the back.
Yeah. It's dark.
Yeah, good point. I guess, yeah.
So we hear a splash.
Yep, up ahead of you.
Just straight ahead.
Yep. Well, in the channel.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Can I have a look? Oh.
You saw something like dip under the water. You can see the ripples. You and Seraphina can see the ripples.
Huh.
How big are the ripples?
Not big.
Are they large or small?
No, small.
Goblin-sized.
Probably rats.
Hmm.
They'd be something like that, isn't it?
More strongly.
How big are goblins?
They're about the size of a halfling.
Size of a
No,
halfling.
you imagine if you jumped in there, there'd be bigger ripples than that.
Yeah.
Alright. Will we carry on then?
Yeah.
Tromp.
I'm tromping along.
Okay.
Tromp. Yeah, schlop.
You hear footsteps up ahead.
Ouch.
My synesthesia.
Everybody. Shh, quiet. Shush.
Okay.
Ebenezer remains silent and probably rolls his eyes.
Yeah, can I just kind of strain to see if I can make anything out off in the distance?
Yeah, don't you have low light bonus?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, make a sight-based perception. Seraphina, you can do this as well. The other two of you have got no chance because you can't see as well in the dark as they can.
Yeah. I can, yeah. Plus 10. Fucking hell. Oh, do I want to?
No, neither of you see anything.
Okay.
Or after stopping everyone, nor do you hear any more footsteps.
Okay.
I think we'll still continue in that direction.
Would our senses not be a little bit up, though, from thinking we're hearing something like that?
Well, you'd be paying attention.
Great.
Let's not forget, Seraphina, that you're drunk at the moment. You carry on along this way, and all of a sudden you find a jerry-built door on the same side that you're on. Can everyone make me a perception? Ebenezer, you can have a plus 20 to this. As to from the people that have got low light vision.
98, not a fucking chance.
83, no way.
I've rolled 11.
There's a door.
And that is at least two successes.
Okay. So all of you notice a symbol. Those of you that pass, notice a symbol scratched into a brick beside this door.
Okay. What does the symbol look like?
It just looks like a sort of glyph. a few scratches that have been put together so it would hold some sort of meaning, like a letter, but it isn't a letter.
I mean, I can't read
What are we all
anyway.
standing around here for? What's up? We found a goblin?
Did I recognise it? Is
Found a
it like
door.
Latin?
You wouldn't recognise it. No, Ebenezer. I will give you a. I'll give you a perception at base.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, I'll have you law Reichland at base. Actually, that'll be better.
Right. Pass. 1 degree of success.
Yeah, it's a sign. It's used across the Reichland. It indicates safe house in the
A
thieves'
what
tongue.
sign?
Safe house.
Well, no, you said before that. You said it's and then you cut out sign.
It's a secret sign.
sign.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I guess
It indicates safe house in the thieves' tongue.
I'd say the others. It's a safe house, for Rollins. Doubt the goblin have come in through here, and we probably don't want to disturb whoever's inside.
Yeah, you can hear muffled voices from inside. One of them sounds vaguely familiar.
Is there a keyhole that I can look through?
No,
No.
but you could try and
we-
look around the edges of the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Nosy
Yeah.
time.
Okay, make a perception.
Go on, Norny.
Fuck.
Mate.
69.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's the sex number.
Okay,
Would
so
we,
you.
if we listened more at the door, would we be able to sort of figure out who it might be that we recognise? Whoever thought they might recognise it? Question mark?
Yeah, but as Nornghal leans into the door,
No.
the 69 perception, he bumps it.
Fuck's sake.
Hello, have you heard the good word?
Ebenezer's told them to leave it alone. Do they look
And
like they're
you
going?
hear a
like-
voice from inside. Tammy,
Come in?
come in, why don't you?
Well, we have been invited.
All right, yeah.
Be rude not to.
Hope there's more headroom in there.
I think Ebenezer's going to stand immediately out of the way of the door in case it opens with crossbow bolts.
Nah.
No, it seems to open inwards.
Yay!
I fucking hope so.
You.
Go on then.
Okay, you
Cat
push
Nornghal.
open the door, and there is the guy that was cleaning his fingernails with this knife.
The innkeeper.
Along with his two compatriots, the short, compact one and the big, huge one, still cleaning his fingernails with the knife. And he's like, "Yeah, well, come in, take a seat."
Had a word
he
with
looks
them.
surprised, but not unduly concerned. Yeah, come in.
Yeah, to try and salvage our good word with the people. We're hunting a goblin. You haven't seen it run past, have you?
Yeah, come in.
I mean, I will
I'm
come
in,
in if
yeah.
Nornghal has gone in.
Yeah, I'm already in.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, okay. Stör is in as well. Seraphina.
Yeah, I suppose.
Does anything seem off about this? I mean, I know it seems off, but is there any... Can I read his countenance? Is there anything that, can I roll intuition?
Yeah, I said you can roll intuition. It will be opposed by his cool.
Oh, yeah, but, it's
which
always
is a
worth
devout
a
follower of
fucking go.
Ronald. Is probably going to be pretty high.
65, failure.
Yeah, he succeeded. So yeah, no, you're not
I'm
able
going to use
to.
a point and roll again.
Yeah, go for it.
20, pass.
Okay.
Hooray.
Hey!
Yeah, he's got the luck talent from his fellowship of Ronald, so he will also reroll 15. There we go.
Well,
Now-
you tried.
Come on in.
I enter, nothing's wrong with this.
So, why don't you take a seat? And there are seats for you, for all of you.
I'll take a seat.
I'll take a seat.
Yeah.
In
Okay,
the sewer.
The moment you do, he reaches under the table, and you see him yank his hand back.
What the fuck?
And
It's
all
a
the seats
blunderbuss.
that you're sitting on fly over backwards, and you find you find yourselves like at the bottom of a pit, taken completely by surprise. You have got no time to react at all as about a dozen men jump into the pit, stuff sacks over your heads, and tie your hands behind your backs.
I told you.
Can I struggle against the sack?
You can try to, but there's 12 of them against 4 of you.
So it's an even fight.
I'd like the illusion of a chance. Don't know why I said that.
As they slap you. Don't make me gag you.
Ebenezer makes no fucking effort to fight back. He just lets it happen. Fuck it. Why am I hanging around with these idiots?
Nornghal's not going down without a fight.
Yeah, me neither. Fucking brickhead gang.
Right.
Yeah.
How are you going to sort of resist this with bags over your heads, bound and gagged?
I assume they were trying to resist that part.
Yeah. I mean, I know we've been kind of caught by surprise, but...
Yeah, you've got the surprise.
Around like a BDSM weapon.
Yeah.
That sound like fighting.
I'm going to be rolling and kicking and swiping.
Seems pretty futile.
Got bags over our heads.
Yeah, that was the first
I've got 2 daggers, so...
Throw bags.
That was the first thing they did was chuck it.
Okay, then.
I'm going to try
I've got night vision.
Stop. I can see it out of a bag.
I can very clearly see what kind of bag it is.
Okay, fair enough. We are ostensibly outnumbered.
I'm going to get my daggers
and try and
with your hands tied behind your back.
Yeah, that comes under
You'd be
bound.
the easiest one to take.
I didn't realise we
we were bound.
No!
Either this is the end of the campaign or we're going to have to do something. Let's just lean into it and start fighting.
I kick my legs!
We've wasted too much of this session on shithead dwarf.
I
start screaming.
Let's not waste this on arguing about bags. I don't know.
May I request a softer bag, please?
I'm just trying to...
What are you trying to do? I will allow a sensible escape attempt.
Call the 80? There's nothing we can do. Let's just move on.
I am gonna just try and just force my way out of my binds or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
we can break these cuffs.
Yeah. What are they using? Rope?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you've got 3 entangled conditions. You're going to need to make a strength test with 3 degrees of success.
Yeah. I would also like to attempt. So just strength. Oh god, I dropped my dice.
Don't do that. Come on.
I have to roll a 5.
Nornie needs a new pair of shoes.
I rolled 10.
Oh, babe. No.
You can always use a fortune point.
I could, but I
Is
only
that
have...
just to
Oh, fuck it,
re-roll
yeah.
it?
I'll go for it.
They turn up again at the beginning of next session.
They do indeed.
Yeah, alright, I'll try again as well.
Good a
then.
time
That's
as
my
any.
last one. Come on, 5. I need a 5 or less. 14. Fuck me. Okay, we didn't do it.
How my ears?
Sorry, that was a 99.
You actually get double handcuffed.
I'm now made of ropes. I've been mummified.
Mummified?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it depends
We're
what
trying
you're
to
doing.
break our ropes.
Yeah, people are trying to break their bonds.
And we fucked it.
I'm going to try and do the same, I guess.
Ebenezer sitting
And fail,
patiently.
probably.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
What am I rolling this for?
Strength.
It's strength.
To
And you
try
need
and
at
burst
least
your
3
bonds.
successes.
Strength and what's the bond?
Burst the bonds. So you're trying to wriggle your way out of these.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I rolled 3 and my strength is 20.
Oh.
Although
There's no way that you could have done
Actually,
that.
can't get 3 successes.
Oh.
But the important
It was
thing
a
is
really
you tried.
a good roll, though.
Yeah.
I could do an agility to try and wriggle free.
You are very agile.
I've got better. No, that's. What?
Are you all
Sorry,
right?
my brain's not working.
Okay.
can you explain how that works?
You need 3 successes because you've got 3 entangled conditions. Because there was 3 people that grabbed you and all tied you up.
Yeah.
They dragged you upstairs. You could burst out of them while they were trying to tie you up. Later on, you can try and wriggle free from your bonds, but that'll be an agility.
Steve's looking at the dice.
Huh?
You're going to start wriggling. No?
Not yet.
It's tempting.
So
Very tempting.
my agility is 29. What do I have to roll?
It would be
that
the
also
same.
be 30?
Yeah, that would also need to be 3 success levels to wriggle free.
I want to try.
Very, very securely bound.
What's your agility?
I've got 37 agility.
Oh,
so I
fucking
stand
hell,
a
so you
better
can-
chance, actually. I'm just going to... It's not going to happen, but I'm going to try.
Do it.
No,
I
17.
literally need to roll like 9 at 0.
Yeah, we don't have much of a chance.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Okay,
my agility's like 18.
Nonetheless, while this is all going on, you are hurled over people's shoulders with the sack still over your heads, carried, it seems, upstairs,
Oh, baby.
placed into chairs, and then the sacks are removed.
And then those chairs tip over, and then we go into another hole.
And then 24 men come out.
And the man is still there, cleaning his fingernails with his knife.
This is democracy manifest.
Well,
This is the 7 men, and then everyone's going to start fighting like that fucking vision.
well,
Oh, God,
This-
yeah.
this is better, isn't it? Now we can talk. Actually, I'll talk. You can listen, right? But where are my manners? I know you, don't I? But I never introduced myself. My name's Franz, and these are my friends. I think I introduced them to you, Ebenezer. This is Ryan.
Indeed
This
you
is
did.
Ryan. The twins. Pleasure to meet you, isn't it, Ryan? Well, it is. Indeed it is. Well, pleasure for us. Now, you see, we have something of a bit of a problem there. That door you found, that might not be too much to look at, but we
I urged
like
them to
it.
leave it alone, but
It's
they're
funny how you
fools.
become attached to things.
You said, come in.
I
Well,
told you. I told them not to. They're foul, I'm fair.
it's funny how you become attached to things, isn't it? Call us selfish, you like, possessive, but we really are quite possessive. We don't want to share that door with anyone.
What door?
People keep wandering in and out of it. It'll just wear out, won't it? And that'd be a
What door?
shame.
All
in
I saw
fact.
was. What door was this? All I saw was a gold crown.
You catch on fast.
I mean, it's amazing.
fact-
Seeing a gold crown in the shit makes you lose sight of everything else, doesn't it?
In fact, someone might be quite upset if they saw a door instead of gold crown.
Why would there be doors down there? Makes no sense.
Sure, what I need to do here, because my 2 associates say they'd like to beat you to a pulp and dump you into the sewer with a bag of bricks tied around your necks. But I said, Rhine and Rhine, that would be very nice. They do tend to get excitable when they're upset about something, and we're all upset about that door, so I'm sure you can understand and forgive them, can't you? Nah, I said to myself when I saw you, these people are reasonable. They'll understand, so I'm going to have to ask you to look on this as our little secret. You can keep a secret.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you can. And I have great confidence in my judgment. I get that from my mother, you know. She was very gifted in that direction. So I'd be very, very, very disappointed if I turned out to be wrong, and so would my two friends here. And all my other friends. We're very lucky people, you know. We've got lots of friends. I suppose we're just naturally sociable. Now, will you just keep this little secret just for me? It would make me very, very happy if you'd promise.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find that gold crown I was looking at.
I'll never mind about that. No, there's no need for that. I don't want your money. I mean, my friends have got nasty, suspicious natures, you see. And they hate to be disappointed.
Well, I know I shan't do anything to disappoint them. And I'm sure my friends here won't either. Will you, gang?
I'm not saying anything.
No.
The only thing we saw down here was shit and sewer, right, gang?
We're still just looking for a goblin.
Exactly. All we've seen is shit and sewer. We're looking for a goblin, nothing else.
Good. All right, bags are going back on just for a couple of minutes, all right?
Got it.
And the bags go back over your heads. And you're deposited back outside that door.
Mm-hmm.
And Seraphina and Nornghal, you observe a bag about 5 foot away from the door. Like a Hessian sack.
Is it like goblin sized?
No, it's not. No, it's not that sort of size.
Oh, is it more man sized?
No, smaller than that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
Wait, it's not dwarf sized, is it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you kick it. There's a clank.
Well, I leave it be, and I'd just say, well, we've been deposited outside, door's been closed. Shall we leave, gentlemen? Seraphina?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's amazing what you don't see down here.
We said we didn't see any. He didn't say anything about a sack, though.
Okay, as you're passing over this sack, which hasn't been closed very rigorously, you do observe that it's full of all your weapons, which they managed to lift all of without you noticing.
Good, excellent. I assume
probably a good idea. We check the sack.
Let's rearm. I told you, let's not disturb it, and you knocked on it.
No, it was Nornghal's fat head.
I do not have a fat head.
Nornghal, you're my friend, right? I deck Nornghal.
You deck him?
Yeah, just punch him across the chin.
All right, go for it. Make a melee brawling.
Bloody well try.
Should not have done that.
10.
Fuck's sake.
Out of
30.
Okay, so that's 2 degrees of success. Oh no, okay, yeah, 3 degrees of success. Nornghal, are you resisting this?
I'm not aiming to harm him, just like dizzy him up.
Oh, you're just trying to hit him?
Yeah. Just basically, again, make his vision go a bit wobbly for a second.
Fuck's sake.
Yes, obviously I'm resisting this.
What
Why am I getting punched in the face?
or with
punching the most ornery
Would
person in the
Barge
fucking party.
I think, yeah, just melee would make more sense.
Right, roll it.
What was that, my dear? Oh, that's a 99.
That's the second 99 I've rolled this evening. Yep.
Okay,
that sure
so
is.
now I need to roll on the oops table.
Oh, come on. I was just doing it for a disparagement. Don't make me put him on life support.
This is what you
knocked his head off of his neck.
Why the dwarf body on the ground? Somebody called the amber lamps.
Okay,
knocked my
so
head back into the Hessian sack.
You've got three degrees of success there, Ebenezer, plus the 3 for your... Is it 3 you got a strength bonus, or is it 2?
My strength bonus, let's see, my strength is 26, so 2.
2, okay, so it's 5. So you're going to take 1 wound from this, Nornghal.
Christ's sake.
Which also is going to break your skin. So since you're in the sewer, that's not possibly going to give you an infected wound.
You fucking killed him.
He's not dead yet.
It's going to get gangrene and die.
Friends, don't get other friends killed in the sewer. I'm not fucking listening to them. Dude, I can't. Fuck's sake, let's go.
Right, hang on. No, I don't see what Nornghal does to himself.
What do I need to roll?
You're going to need to roll a 1d100.
Oh.
Okie dokie. 52.
What's it gonna be?
Your maneuver was misjudged, leaving you out of position, or you lose grip of a ranged weapon. Next round, your action suffers a penalty of -10. So it's not really significant
so he just
now.
Slips in the shit.
So, yeah, Ebenezer just smashes you around the face. Make an easy endurance.
Ugh. Great. Now I roll a 6.
Yeah. Okay. So where he punches you in the nose and your nose starts bleeding, the broken skin does not, in fact, become infected from the fact that you're in the sewer.
Thank fuck.
And I'd like to say...
Hang on. Where I've got my bloody nose, I am just going to kind of...
Gross.
At Ebenezer.
Make a ballistic skill.
Oh my god.
Pass! 28 with a skill of 31.
Okay. So you snort it all over him.
Yep. Fuck him.
I don't care in the sewers, and I've made my point.
I am unhappy about this situation, as I tolerate Nornghal a lot more than I do Ebenezer, and this has made me quite angry, as it was an accident. So I would like to say, what the fuck are you doing? And give him a good shove with both hands, if I may. Just either, depending on which way he's facing, back or
so
torso.
you're shoving Ebenezer?
Yeah, just not so much to cause harm, but
you just
giving him a
All right. As that would be a melee brawling, and followed that an opposed strength. So make a melee brawling then.
I think,
you don't have brawling.
Yeah,
weapon skill.
It is weapon skill. All right.
Ebenezer, you won't be able to dodge this because of the lack of space.
That's fine. I
failed. I failed
try.
the brawling by a lot, 4 failures.
You didn't get a double, did you?
What's a double? My weapon skill is 20. No, I think I did worse than that, actually. Hang on.
A triple?
No, if you get
it's over double.
No, if you get two digits that are the same, that's a double. That's a double. That means a fumble.
No. No, I just did badly.
You tried to shove Ebenezer.
Oh.
And Nornghal is still in the way. Seraphina probably is as well. You just stumble towards them. Everyone is crammed up together now. Everyone's really annoyed at each other for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. We haven't seen anything down here.
Huff.
Yeah, did you say anything to Ebenezer?
There was like a what the fuck was that for moment.
I am trying desperately to keep us alive. They were already gonna, I'm pretty sure, slit our throats in the inn if you guys did any more fucking nonsense with that Godfrey fucker. These are people that need things around them to be quiet. That is a sign for people who are dodgy. You don't just wander in, there's rules. Just listen to me, I'm trying very hard to keep myself and you...
No, I'm not listening to you. He said, come in!
He did say, come in.
And also, it was an accident, so fuck off!
You knocked on a sign that says... Seraphina, please talk to them.
Seraphina?
But for fuck's sake, we're down here, fucking goblin. If you hear dodgy shit, just fucking carry on and ignore it. Let's just try and get what we're down here for without getting ourselves fucking killed. This is the shittest place, literally, to be. I'm fed up with your fucking antics. Come on, let's just try and find this shitty goblin.
Exactly.
Get our money.
Exactly, let's fucking go.
Okay, but I'm going because she asked, not because you said so.
Doesn't matter so long as the outcome's the same.
Nornghal, after you.
Oh, you're too kind.
I stride past the rabble.
Okay. How are you managing to do this? Yeah. Oh, you are at the front, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I was,
So
yeah.
That's the only reason I told you to go first was because you are in my way.
I'm going to keep the sack as well, just in case.
Oh, free sack!
No, the sack was removed.
Yeah, I was thinking
well,
like
the
who's
sack
gonna...
that all your weapons were in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goblin.
Yeah, you continue along this way. Before too long, you come across another door that seems to be built into the...
Does it also have the same thing in the brick?
No, it doesn't. It's got a sort of a grill about head height for a human in it that has been barred. There are two bars across it. It is the hole in the door is about probably a foot square, and there are two bars across that. But you do observe coming up to it, there is this greenish black stain along the floor. And there is a footprint that has been made in this greenish black stuff just below the hole in the door, the 1 foot square hole.
Investigate the footprint.
Yeah, it is a bare, vaguely humanoid footprint, probably goblin-sized.
Hey. And did you say it was going into this area?
Looks like it, yeah.
What do we think, guys? Could be the little green chap.
Yeah. I mean,
Nornghal.
Rolls, worth it.
Nornghal folds his arms and says,
I don't think I'm allowed to open any more doors.
Yeah, do we have permission, Ebenezer? Is this one okay?
Peer through the hole first.
Okay, you look through the hole. There is a pretty bizarre scene in there. You observe there is a roughly 8 foot across copper ring on the floor. There is an octagram that has been marked within it in what appears to be salt or sugar or some other like white powder. There is rotten wax on the floor. There is a scrap of paper or cloth in a corner.
But there's no people.
Nope, there's no one in there.
Well,
it doesn't look like good news. Might be like some sort of wizard nonsense. There's nobody in there. Look, and if you think he's probably screwing himself through there, probably where he's gone.
would you like to do the honours then? Chief Officer of Doors.
Not particularly. Would either you gung-ho idiots like to go?
Nope.
Well, I wouldn't want to get us in any more trouble.
Snicker, snicker.
Where did you get a Snickers?
Ebenezer looks down at his crossbow and then looks back up.
Well, I guess we're not going in there then.
Ebenezer opens the door, stays outside, and pushes it inward slowly without appearing in the doorway. Basically, just around the side.
As you're opening the door,
Yeah,
it brushes against something on the floor, and as it's doing that, it pushes it sort of more and more into view, like just about revealing it, and it is a 3-socketed pelvis.
Oh,
is it green?
Pelvis
It's a
itself
pelvis.
is not
It's
green.
bones.
It's white.
Sorry, when you said pelvis, I imagined it was the pelvis area of a dismembered goblin.
No, it's a
Open the
bone.
door to some
It's a
delicious
bone.
goblin cock.
Mate, you got to get that
goblin cock,
you
all
gotta
right.
suckle down that green pickle, you know?
I turned myself into a goblin cock, Morty.
Stop!
You got to have that pickle surprise.
Okay, so it's just a pelvic bone with an extra leg hole.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all that we've seen that's new.
I
Oh, we
saw
go.
Opening the door, it's sort of in the arc of the door, and as you open the door, it became visible.
From the outside, after I push the door in, I silently gesture everyone to enter the room.
The bone look recent, or does it look like it's been there for a
Sorry.
Well, you said it was white, so presumably it's
Yeah, it looks fresh. Yeah.
fresh. Oh,
There's not.
Maybe there
like,
is goblin cock left on it.
It's got 3 sockets. It's got 3 hip sockets on it.
huh.
how many 3-legged goblins can there possibly be?
I mean, we've seen a 3-legged dog as well. And
Well,
I bet
where's
you
the
the
rest of
rambler.
him?
That's one less leg, not one more.
Hey,
You never said where the legs were. It could have been a tripod dog.
Let's try and find the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the same one, I'll pick it up. Is it
Okay.
is it warm?
It's not warm, but as you enter the room to pick it up,
Oh, fuck.
pink and baby blue flames start wrapping around each other in this octagram.
It's
you
my
see
gender
something-
reveal party.
Tear,
Sorry.
you see something tear itself into existence through the very air.
Oh, that's horrible.
A mouth opens, and then a body comes out of the mouth, and then the body develops another mouth, and an arm comes out of this and attaches itself to the body, and then another arm, and then another arm.
And I fire my crossbow at this point.
You're going to fire your crossbow at it.
Fuck this thing!
This
No, you're not going to be firing your
wormhole
crossbow
mouth.
at it, because everyone at this point is subject to fear.
I was thinking, if I'm not like
Great.
this is
okay,
not
so-
Sigma.
Everyone make an average cool test, please.
Oh
Cool.
boy.
Daddy cool.
Not
22.
a fucking chance. 91.
I did absolutely fine. I'm not bothered actually.
Yeah, nailed it. Not What is some arms? Maybe that's fine.
I've seen arms on things. I've got arms.
Yeah, we've literally all got arms.
What did anyone? Nornghal succeeded at this fear check, did he?
Yeah, you said
average
cool.
Average cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I rolled 22 out of.
Okay, so Nornghal and Stör succeeded at this.
We're
as
brave.
the thing like coalesces in baby blue and pink and purple smoke and flame, and opens one of its 400 mouths and just gives this horrible.
That's not a goblin.
No.
It's got not enough
If you fail
legs.
the cool test, how quickly do we run?
You can run away if you failed it. You can run away as quickly as you can. If you're subject to fear, you can't approach it. You can attempt to affect it, but you'll be at -10. And if it approaches you, you'll have to take another average cool test, or you'll gain a broken condition. So you'll basically be subject to terror.
Yeah, it says here, broken. Your move and action must be used to run away from the thing.
So if it comes towards you, you'll need to make another fear test, or you're running away.
I imagine
it's just frightening. It's not terrifying. If it was terrifying, you'd immediately take broken conditions.
Oh, sorry. Like, I couldn't see fear on the conditions list is all. I imagine I'd duck round the side from the door at least.
Yep. No, you can do what you want, but you just can't approach it.
Yep.
And if you want to attack it, you're at penalties.
Hey man, I'm just stating where I am and what my character's doing.
So, just to be clear, because obviously I picked up this pelvis, and you said things were sort of coming out. Do I? What's the status of this pelvis? Just to double check, and whether it's in my hand.
It looks like it's been gnawed on, but
okay.
But it's otherwise
know if
intact.
anything had happened. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm probably gonna slowly back away out of the room again if I can.
Yep. Okay, Stör's at the top of the initiative order, followed by Ebenezer, who's hiding, followed by Seraphina. What are you doing?
We're fighting.
I want to run away and maybe try and pick up the bone and fuck off with it, because that might just be evidence to say that it's dead.
Stör's
Well, I've got it in
bone.
my hand, and you are tied to me.
I didn't realise that you still had it in your hand. Okay,
No, that's
fair enough.
fine.
Okay, so Nornghal.
What the fuck? I think even Nornghal's not stupid enough to pick a fight with this. I'm gonna. No, I'm not even gonna do that. No, I'm gonna fucking book it.
Okay, so you're running away.
Yeah, I'm going out that door.
Okay. Right. So the thing screams again at Stör and says, "What? Look, I can't let you stay here. I tried to tell the little green thing the same thing, but it just wouldn't listen." And we'll leave it there for tonight.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right, sir. We were just leaving.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'll shut the door on my way out. Thank you
knew
all.
what happened to the goblin.
Yeah.
So that brings an end to the 5th episode of our playthrough of The Enemy Within, which was written by Graeme Davis and others who will be credited in the description below. Our theme music was War and Peace by Freestock Music, and credit for that will also be in the description. Our players were Callum as Ebenezer Gütte, Sez as Seraphina Esmerelda Honeycakes, Tish as Stör Sumpfläufer, and Steve as Nornghal Varrskrati, with myself as a GM. This has been our first big milestone, 5 episodes released, so I won't do any fancy outro this time, apart from to reiterate what I said at the beginning. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and fear not the doomsayers.